Video. Oh, y'all want another video? Video.
Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there. Listen. It's always on mute. Listen, I could never start this just right. Hey, everybody, it's your boy, Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It is a special live review. You got me up late. This is a lie. It's like only 8:30 out here in Houston, but I'm normally not even thinking about doing any videos, and I'm in my Adult Swim content in South Park on a loop era right now. But baby, when I tell you, because one of my favorite franchises is starting up again, and I want to make sure that I can do the lives in a good time where it's not too late here, but also for my babies over in the Philippines, that it's not a ridiculous time in the morning. So I was like, hey, Syrup, that's what I'm gonna call her so she don't turn on right now. What's a good time to go live? Or not, that's not what I said. I was like, what time is it in the, in the Philippines? And, it was like, oh, okay, 9:30 in the morning, maybe a little 10 a.m. Yeah, but we're gonna have a great conversation today. Ooh, I talked to my sister Jiggly Caliente. That's a friend of the show, a good friend of mine. Shout out to my sister Jiggly Caliente. I also want to give a shout out to a Rant Pack member on Twitter. Let me go ahead and pull it up because I have it all in front of me right now. Hey, Mamu, you want to say hi? Cleve for giving me some background information on the looks today. It's going to be very helpful while I talk about said looks for the Hometown Realness. Mama. I know. Say hi, Bubby. This is Mamu-chan. He's named after Tuxedo Mask. Mamu-chan. Hey, Bubby. I'm sorry. I'll put you down. Speaking of which, as you can see, I got my Sailor Moon shirt on today. Of course, y'all know my favorite is Venus Minako, which actually is my daughter's name, Mina. But anywho, hi. Sorry. I'm excited to talk about this. Oh, this episode was so good. There is so much to get into. I think we have one of the best casts possible for a third season, a continuing the trend alert of entertainment when it comes to this franchise, this show here at Drag Race Philippines. Also, I want to say that I did love the judges panel this week. I like the pacing of the show. Ooh, the pacing. Thank you for an hour and 13 minutes of not, there was none of that. I was not asleep. I was not tired while I was watching this. Forgive my hands. They're going to be up today, but I want to talk about this show. And I don't want to be too loud because it's like late and people back home from work, and I'm used to going live when people gone. It's just me, but like, I'm just saying. I'm very happy with how this went down. And also, Untucked. Ooh, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since there's been some playful shade, and then when it gets a little serious. You know what? Before I even start my social medias, before I do my tippy-boos, there are two queens in particular I may drag today, but I want everybody to understand that I'm talking about this from the show perspective, not from a personal perspective. I do not know these people. I am not trying to be in their personal life and go for them and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about what I saw on a TV show in a reality format on a competition level and what the production said I need to look at. So I wanted to be very clear today and every day and any day after that, that when I talk about this show, it comes with a disclaimer. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. Please don't be rude. One more time. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. Grab your libations and strap in because Maddie is a talker. This is live. We'll be voting, and I will be saving the polls till we get towards a certain portion of the show, which is the runway. And then we'll do the polls for Untucked because I have questions. Don't post any spoilers in the chat because that's rude. And if you feel uncomfortable with the viewing this program, consume some activity and have yourself a good food. Yeah. Thanks for being here today. You can find me at Matty-Rants everywhere except for X, which is now, well, Twitter, which is now X. And that's at the Matty-Rants. If you look at my About section on YouTube, you can find all those links, including the link to my Patreon channel where I do reactions like to this episode for as low as $1 a month. So for $1 a month, you can get into the reaction squad and enjoy a good show. And trust me, Drag Race Philippines, y'all got me up. You 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 got me up. I think everybody who's a part of my Patreon can actually attest to this, that I have not been that excited or have been that interactive in a long time when I've been reacting to a show where I am literally talking throughout the majority of it. You know, I'm enjoying my libations or whatever, but like I was sitting here like, oh, this is entertaining. I had to tell that to Jiggly today. We were doing voice notes on Instagram. Shout out to my sister. And I was like, I was like, Jiggly, I gotta be real. Like, this was a key. Like, again, it's another entertaining season so far, just from the first episode. But like, I had to start going through different people to be like, girl, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. She also explained some things to me before this review, so I would have a little bit more empathy, but also at the same time, understanding of things. So just so we're clear, there are some folks that I know in my live chat that always help me out with these reviews, especially in the Philippines, that give me some context. I am not going to discredit or be critical of things that I have no understanding of when it comes to the culture out there. Never have, never will be. What I am going to talk about is on the level of production-wise through a reality television scope lens, as, say, an individual viewer watching any show, regardless of where the country of origin is or who the people are behind it. I'm also going to try to like keep out of the drama that is personal, that I've done none of that in the past, unfortunately, and it's caused such an issue on the show. And I'm like, I just want to talk about the TV show. Like, let's just do that. That's where we need to be. So let's keep it there. I'm also bookable on Cameo and have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, please and thank you. Your boy's basically moving. I may stay here, but we're working on that at the same time, looking into apartments, and I'm trying to get a car fixed. Stress. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App /MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Anything and everything super appreciated, very helpful. And I most certainly thank you so much for being here today. AC, I thank you so much for the first tippy boo of the day. And my Cash App, sweetie, you might have to leave early. Okay, that's fine. And I thank you so much for the tippy boo, and I thank you so very much. Thanks for being here. Okay, let's dip her down low a little bit. I'm ready to get into this episode. I'm ready to talk about it all. Please do not take me too seriously. I love y'all down. I want you to have a good time today. Don't take me too seriously because I want to have fun. I don't want to sit here and go, oh, I don't know if I want to say all that. The reason why I'm enjoying this show is because the girls aren't holding back. And that I like. And I want to do the same thing because as much as we can see that they're okay now, and I saw the the Twitter post from Kiana and Versex that they're chill, they're cool now. Oh, I'm going to talk about the show and what happened on said show and the fact that it went ding, 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 ding. And then all of a sudden we get to you're insecure that was brought up by somebody else. And it went that. Then we get to this whole, well, I'm dealing with some stuff. And when it came back to them with the whole, well, are you seeing me? Oh no, J Queen gonna get it too. water dispenser, because that was Dick Dastardly and Muttley, in my opinion. And that was the wacky races that I saw. That's what was going on for me, because I'm over here like, y'all have been talking about her all episode. The entire episode. She cacks you with one word that hit you hard. And what is it? Udapoto? My baby had clocked it. She said emotional damage. I say, oh yeah, because you were hot when you heard that word. I said, does this have to do with Minty Fresh and you not liking each other? Because that was a whole storyline that we were given in this episode. And I want to talk about the voguing mini challenge, because voguing was not half. Some of the girls were voguing, but not all of them were. And I enjoyed it. But I was like, voguing, not all of them. Some of them, not all of them. But it was a fun episode, a great lip sync. It's going to be an interesting story. Daniel Q, thank you for the super chat. Hey, friend. This is a drag race. Let's start. I mean, no disrespect to any of these people that I talk about today. I wish them nothing but success, wealth, and blessings in this world. But I'm clocking what I saw, and I'm clocking what I see. I'm not going to use a particular word that's been done on the Insta and the Twitter, but I am going to talk about the gaslighting and low-key the manipulation that happened at the end, where it was very much turned around on Kiana. And I was like, oh, this couldn't be me. That couldn't be me. Not when y'all were giving me the business the entire day. I said one word and we're cacking. No, ma'am. Crash. Thank you for the super chat. Philippines always gives me old school drag race vibes. They don't hold back on the runway or in Untucked. I'm entertained. And that's what I've been asking for. Also, did you notice that I literally just said, and I mean, I just said this. I said, they need to stop eliminating people in the first episode. Now, possibly because there was allegedly supposed to be a 12th contestant, and then that didn't happen at the last second, and they just said, oh, let's just not send no one home. Maybe. I'm just putting that out there. Possibly. I don't know. Whatever. Speculation, allegedly, whatever. But I also just said this, and I said how much of a better episode it would be when no one goes home, because it gives somebody a second chance. It gives a storyline narrative that is already created in one episode. We can now surmise who is going to give a little bit of this attitude, who's going to be sort of the underdog a little bit, who may be in the background right now that needs to find their light. It does that for storytelling purposes. So regardless of all of this, regardless of all of that, on purpose, this worked out in our favor, because now I have an impression of said people. And I will be honest with you, I have new favorites. I have people who I was like, yeah, that I'm now like, but when we see you. But for me, I just enjoy the entire production of it all. I enjoyed the storytelling. I enjoyed the judges panel. One critique before I start this up and we get into it, babies. One critique. And that wouldn't be me if I didn't talk about it. On the runway. There is something about that LED screen that is so beautiful and amazing that works really well with the stage and when they walk. But I swear to God, there are two different blues and reds that are clashing with each other sometimes. And it's only when it's certain points when they're walking. It's not all the time. Some of them. And I have a cat hair in my nose. Hold on. I was brushing my cats earlier. It is very much summer. You got to brush them. But listen, it just that lighting sometimes, and you'll notice it in some of my shots when I'm showing you the runways, it's another, where it took out the illusion, and then when it wasn't there, you just saw the LED lighting. It was like regular. I don't even know how to describe the light that is specifically, but it was like, oh, you'll notice it when I show you the shots, but it's something about that. I wish they wouldn't do so much of it, but I get what they're doing because it's production, it's stage, all of it. Yeah, it's very much, giving the rah and the sis boom bomb. So I'm not mad. And also shout out to Mama Pow for retiring that blonde hair. Nope. Because I hated that blonde hair so much. The red is everything. And then some. It's everything. Woo. All right, babies, are you ready to get up into this gig? Do me a favor one more time. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rain Pack family. I appreciate you so much for being here today. As a reminder, this show is for entertainment purposes only. Do not take anything that I say personally today. I promise you, this is only for entertainment. Don't send hate to anybody that we talk about today or any of the shows. And just have yourself a good time. We're not going to rate the girls' entrances. We're going to wait until we do the runways. But I do want to hear from you via numbers if you're able to type your first impressions. And it's a yay when you put the 1. And it's a for 2. For 2. Not but just I don't know. For 2. 1, yes, everything. 2 is what I want you to do for me today, kids. First up is Angel. She's going to be the confessional girl. Not just confessional, but like there is something about Angel that is so endearing. I don't know what it is, but I like her. I do. I don't know what it is. I like me some Angel. I do. It was this episode really sold me on her. Like I didn't know from the Meet the Queens. I was like, okay, I'm not quite sure if this is going to be where I want it to be exactly. But like, she's kind of the key. She really is. I don't know. She's very interesting, very beautiful. Mama is one of the dolls. Okay, so we can get that clear. And she's also going to be a part of a set, if you will, in a second. But when I tell you, her confessionals were the highlight for me. Like, not only was she talking a little ish, but it was funny. But at the same time, she was clocking a few situations. Some of it, I was like, oh no, she got it right. I do get a little Venus. I do get a little Venus Deluxe. I do. I'm with you, Daniel, on that one. But she's kind of everything. I think she's a key. So I'm putting her on my board. Like, especially this episode, she was cacking me in every day of interview. I just loved her confessionals. I just loved her commentary. And an untucked moment with Versex, Angel capped her low key. So we gonna get there in a second. Now, speaking of Versex from Manila, it does seem like it's going to be the Manila girls versus the other ones, but we're not quite sure just yet. Now, Baby came in strong. And that is going to be the best way that I put this. I was okay with you. And I'm still kind of like, I like this much of you until you start to like hyper focus on somebody. I was here for her on initial go, not going to lie. Until we get later on in the episode. And I was like, damn, can you focus on somebody else? But like, I kind of like her. I think she's B. I think she looks good. Okay, let's be very, I'm not going to say she don't look good. I think Mama do look good. When she's upset though, different story. But like, I was okay with her for the initial go until we had one person walk in the room, and I swear to God, it was like everything about the energy just changed, and it was like this the entire time. John Fedelaga, right? Fedelaga? No, I think it's Fedelaga. That's where we're at. From San Francisco, California. She's adorbs. This is an adore baby. I enjoy this love, and I enjoy her. I'm concerned though. I'm gonna say 1 because I thought this was beat how she came in the room, but like just the energy overall, I'm concerned. She's a nice one. Fedelaga, thank you, baby. Thank you, Pell. Appreciate you. I like her. I'm nervous. And she's the Omega Queen. Do you know I had an opportunity to do that when it first started? I don't know why I didn't take that email seriously. I'm so mad I didn't take that email seriously. I was like, what the hell is Omega? And then I saw like a clip of like so much like hate being thrown at some dude that was on there. I was like, yeah, no, not for me. And then now it's like a thing, and I could have been making money on there, y'all. Oh, I feel like such a boob. It was like right when it started too. Right when it first started. I could not believe I missed that email. I said, but I didn't miss the Paramount Plus one. Thank you. Speaking of which, I'll be talking to y'all about that Paramount Plus affiliate thing possibly later on, and then we'll go over what that means if you do want to like totally be a part of that equation and persuasion with your boy Matty-Rants. And it does have everything to do with global all-stars. So yes, what was a mistake ended up being a blessing by all means necessary. So I know I submitted something today. Shout out to whoever may be watching on their behalf. We have an awesome community over here. But yes. Yes. I saw what it was, and I did sign everything that I was supposed to. So I'm just waiting for the last bit of that. And yes, a shout out to everybody that's been a part of it. They've been very kind. But yeah, back to our Omega Queen. I like her. I am concerned. This is not me saying your drag isn't giving, girl, because you ate that runway alive. I'm referring to presence right now. You are nervous. And it's giving LaShawn Beyond energy on initial go. And that's not a read, but we loved LaShawn. LaShawn was talented, but she was, she could read a girl backstage, but when she get in front of Ru, no, it was very, I'm nervous. Nope. Get up. Throw something on the table. I don't know what you got, but throw it on the table. Throw it, make it heavy. Heavy. Who's next? Mix Chanel on the board. I live and breathe. You sold me at Card Captor Socrates. Oh, I'm so sorry. Cruz. Okay, I love the fact that for first time catching your lives. No, I gotta highlight that. That's key. Wait, first of all, first time catching, I love this cat. First time catching your live reviews, but I used to be at the crack of dawn before. I love this for me. I know after we're changing this, it'll be Thursdays, y'all, around the same time each and every Thursday. So you don't have to worry anymore. We'll be on the schedule for our Drag Race Philippines reviews. Yeah. You do any sort of like anime manga reference for me, I'm going to be a fan of yours. And it was already there from the entrance look with the Sailor Pluto moment. Mind you, Nahalinia from Global All Stars in Italia, you already know what's up. I clocked Gallade. I told you, bitch, I know my references. I'm one of the OG nerds for some of you young girls. I've been there. I was watching before you knew about it, before you saw it coming. I'm telling you. Wiggle. She's puss. I love. I'm down. Go ahead. That's the one. Look at the wig. Oh, she's everything. Sorry, love. On the board. Bing. Liv. I was like, oh, how dare you come in there with roller skates on top of them? Please. I was just waiting for the flying little teddy bear mouse creature looking fucking thing. I was just waiting on that. Then we would have been just fine. I would have been like, you know what? All right, wrap it up for the day. Next up is Tita Baby, who is not 19 years old, but born in 1978 and on the board. I want Tita Baby to do well. Apparently, they were supposed to be on, allegedly, the last season 2. But then there's something that happened and then back out. And then I don't want to say who replaced them, but I know who because of but I was like, oh, well, this might actually be great for her to come on this season, to be honest with you, because if you think about it, like everybody in the cast is young, and not to say that she's old because bitch, I'm 37. Don't try me. I look good. The girls can lie to you if they will with their hate, but I know I look good. It's all right. Whatever. Mirror. She don't crack. She don't look her age, mind you. But it's like, this is me. I'm going, they needed an auntie in the crew. They needed somebody up in there. They needed somebody up in there. They needed Tita. Yeah, like they needed that energy. They needed a cool down. They needed somebody who was a little bit more like, okay, like we don't have to do the bullshit all day. I can be keyed by it, but it's not like the last time somebody was on this show that was almost said Tita's age and they were acting like an asshole throughout the majority of the show, and basically being a victim throughout the entirety of it and making excuses for every time they stepped on the stage for outfits that were where am I going with this? Anywho, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much for being here today. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Come part of this Rampant family. I appreciate you so much. If you want to drop a specific who my jar, please and thank you. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash Up.SimonRants, and Venmo. Peace to Mateo. Nope, that's not who I was talking about. That's not who I was talking about at all. That's not at all what I was talking about. Yeah, Finn's there. Finn's there. Finn is on the money. Finn is on the money. Thank you. I'm still confused by how that went down. I remember those untucks where it was like, I was not. The clue that I gave would go on stage and make excuses for everything before she could get ready. Hold on now. Let me tell you about my outfit real quick. Okay, now say what you about to say. Or better yet, I hate the shoes. You know what? These shoes were. And it's like, girl, I know we're not doing this today. I know we're not. Like, I know we're not. I know you're not. I know you're not. Anywho, let me stop. Let me stop with that stuff. I like Tita. I'm rooting for Tita. She's on the board. Kiana. Like Rihanna is how Jiggly said it, because I'm putting that H in there, like, yeah. Young baby girl, CDO queen. She's on the board. She looked. I'm gonna be real, Kiana. You young, and I see some things that you need some help with so bad, as far as that shield and armor as a person when you are met with different people. And I clocked it when I was like, oh, she's not ready for the cacks, the keys, honey. She's not that girl, but she's a sweet pea and she's a little silly bill. And she's a cutie boots, but when she's in drag, this is another girl that's gonna get my butt. You do any sort of anything that has something to do with something I love, like Mortal Kombat, a video game, a manga, a comic book, an anime, and you do it kind of good. I'm not gonna say it's amazing because the shoe, but everything is right with this. The shoe, but everything is right. And your mug is beat. It is muggy. It's woof. It's good. It's good 22. It's good. It's a good 22. It's good. Whoa. Lord have mercy on me. Oh, it is. Sorry, y'all. It's an extremely hot day in Houston. And so the power is being pushed heavily. And I've noticed that my Wi-Fi has taken a hit from it. I don't know if everybody and their mama is just on right now or whatever, but yes. So we're good to go. Hopefully we don't have a power surge or anything, but it's okay. My apologies. I was in my moment, and I said what I said. I may have froze when I had said it, but I said what I said. I want a different boot, but it's good and she looks good and I like it. And thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, out of the room. Miss Kiana, I keep saying it like a whole other person, but yeah, Miss Kiana, low key, great. Katana cosplay. Hold on. Jesus. Hold on, y'all. Oh my God. It's like everything. It's like a chain reaction. Like y'all don't know. Hold on. Thank you so much for the super chat. I have to hold on. Let me I have to reconnect my TV. Oh, this is so funny. This is madness. Oh my God, the other TV just went out too. Okay, so this is what's going on. Dun dun dun. Maddie's got to check his Wi-Fi. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We're trying to fix this right now. What happened? I pay way too much for internet for these moments to happen. Okay. Come on, baby girl. No, I don't want to get Apple TV. You're online, but may be affected by an outage nearby. Oh, okay. Work. All right, so then let's see if I can just screen mirror the iPad then. Fundava, and we've solved the problem. Ding. No, there's an outage currently, so there's a technician on the way. There's apparently an outage right now that is in. Is it just my apartments or is it like everywhere? Girl, okay, so let me clock this. I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me? Is everything perfectly fine? We can hear me? Okay, work. Okay, work. I got to speak on this. Girl, you were pressed from the moment she stepped in the room, low key. She jumped on the table and it was like she's doing the most. I know like another girl who also jumped on the table and was not given that same sort of, okay, anywho, she was feeling some kind of way from the jump, like on a real note. And it was weird. I was like, okay. Now here comes the next hater. No shade. Like Dick Dastardly was already in the room and Muttley soon followed. Here comes Jay Quinn. As much as I wanted to like you, sister, you were talking about Miss Kiana like her drag wasn't giving anything. And then I saw you for the entirety of this episode and I was like, what are we talking about? Girl, you are reading someone? No way. No way. Because she's pretty. I think she's pretty. I think she's cute. But like, you were very much after whatever she said. Oh, I want to clock in too. I was, I'm trying not to be this person, but yeah, I was not a fan of those two by the end of it. Like, I'm not hating them on the show. I'm just thinking to myself, even after Untucked and the apologies, I'm like, okay, they can't do this the rest of the episode. This can't happen again. Because it was giving, oh, I'm just going to, mind you, verse sex, yeah, Kiana, yeah, I'm gonna read you, bitch. And then there go Muttley. Gotta go. Like, what is happening here? In this bodysuit, with this outfit, trying to read, talking about, girl, what you be. I was like, oh, okay, Miss Mother, that's fine. Now she pretty. Down. She's pretty down. Down. It's a pretty girl. She's pretty. Okay, we're not gonna be a fool hater, Matthew. Okay, she's a pretty girl. But you pissed me off this episode. You did a little bit. I wasn't a fan. No. Versex, I could understand. It was every time you jumped in, I was like, now why are you speaking? There is no backup support that's needed or necessary. Why are you speaking? Anywho, apparently she worked and dragged in and did Manila's wigs. That was something that was going around that I read about here. But no, I wasn't a fan of Miss Mother. I was like, okay, she's cute, but didn't care for her energy. And there you go. Yudi Pelta on the board. I live. One's if the girls gave you great first impressions. Two, if it was like, I'm not quite sure. Oh no, she was it for me. I was like, ooh, live. Love, live. Love, live. Love, live, love. Love her. Loved her this whole episode. Loved all the shit that she was clocking in Untucked. Oh, she was clocking girls in Untucked. I was like, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. And let's remind ourselves any sort of feelings we have, we're leaving it on the show. None of this, like, girl, she pissed me off, we're going to her social. Nope, we're not doing that. We're just talking about TV. But her, this one, protect her. Protect her. Oh, but she was clocking and Untucked, Miss Thing. I was like, yeah, this is too much. I like her so much. Oh, I like her. She's on the board. She's on the board. Love, 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 love. Simba ding 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 ding. Daughter Rega ding 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 ding. Simba ding ding ding. Simba messy. Simba messy Fifi. That's what I'm gonna start calling you. Simba messy CC. That's what I'm gonna call you now. Messy ding ding ding. There we go. Messy ding ding ding. Oh, I love me some Simba ding. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, but you're a messy, messy charade of Real Housewives of Atlanta. You bone carrying half of you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you are, sister. Love you down. Down, 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 down. Love her down. Oh, but you are a messy hoe, and I love. Oh, she was carrying bows. The person who's the problem is the one that said it, not me. Oh, no, 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 Sheree. We're not doing this today. Just like her mama. Just like her. You know, Brigadine did that same shit too. No shade, but oh, okay. I like her. She's on the board too. As you can see, we have a lot on the board. I was very much enjoying the entire occasion of what was going on here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I kind of live and breathe for Popstar Binge too, and I'm putting them on my board. I don't know why. Okay, yes, I do. Because their energy is like that. I don't know why. I don't know why I like her. I like her a lot. I'm sorry. She gave like all kinds of this tease for me. Like even the commentary too. Like she was also a confessional queen this episode. They gave her a lot to say. Like I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. I think that's where I like pop star. She was more so for the confessional part of me caring a lot, especially during Untucked. Like especially there. But I don't know. She like this for me. I get like a heart emoji. She's a sweet pea. Um I didn't care for this entrance outfit. I'm gonna be real, but we later get to things I enjoyed much better. This was not my favorite introduction. It was not. The suit was loose. But other than that, I liked her. I did. I forgot the person that she impersonates. I was doing so well. Oh my God. She's like the number one person who impersonates. Oh, Matthew. I had my notes together, and I know I didn't get that down. It's me, including Sarah Geronimo. Okay, boom. Look at that. Totally knew it. Totally knew it. What am I talking about? My inner saboteur came out. Of course, I remembered right here in my notes. Sarah Geronimo, or also known as Sarah G, is a pop star in the Philippines. That's what I said. No one helped me with that. Yeah, totally knew that. What are you talking about? No, thank you so very much, Chris. Thank you so very, very much, everybody. Daniel Q, thank you so very much. Chris Andrews, thank you so much. Thank you. Maxi. I totally knew what that happens. Those people didn't help me. None of the people that I named helped me. They totally helped me. Thank you so much. But yes, that's amazing. I think that's amazing. I have to move forward before I like pass out. Maxi, too young for me, but is cute. Down. And I was like, oh. Now, I know we talk about this word and it's never used correctly. And that's trade, okay? Ever. It's never going to be used correct. Not on this show, not with these queens. Never. Ever. However, if they never did drag and they were just like this and they did not move a muscle, did not speak. You one more time, didn't move a muscle, didn't speak, but just kept this, don't smile, neat, blah, and never did your, oh yes, then you can say that word is useful and it's necessary. If they didn't move, statue motherfucker, this show. Black Beatles playing the background. We're going there when they were first on the Tick'em and the Talk'ems. Then you can call him trade. But he is not trade. But however, I can see the fantasy, and that is the closest you will get. Lightweight trade, we'll never do, we won't know. He can't speak. But I was like, oh, okay. But Maxi also is talented because I remember them from Queen of the Universe. So I said, ooh, this is going to be something. Mama's pretty in drag. Mama's also very talented. So on the board, this gonna be interesting. That was me. I was like, this gonna be interesting. This is a cast already. Shout out to their time on Queen of the Universe. But like, we are sisters. Never knew how much I missed you. Now everybody see our different personalities. Sister. Never knew. But yeah, like, oh. Ain't no Rays over here, but they're related blood-wise. Actual blood-related siblings. Sister. Oh. Not like the twins though. I think one is older than the other, right? Is Maxi older than Angel? I think so. Yeah, love that. They're gonna be a nice little duo. They see there's only 11 people there. Now, Doc, you know damn well. Okay, can't do that. That song, that's not even a song. That was just me reminding myself of a beautiful show with Tia and Tamari. Why I say her name like that? It's like I put I've heard her name and her last name together. I didn't even say Tamara. I just said Tamari. Oh my God, that's rude. Okay, listen. Hey. I wish is Tito Burrito here? Tito, are you in this room? Oh, he's going to miss this chat. He actually sent me a package today and I wanted to open it. I've literally been like grabbing the package and squeezing it, trying to figure out what the hell it is. I'm like, I don't know. I can't right now. I know. He was in here earlier. Okay, hold on. Please explain this to me like I'm an American. Is this y'all's Christina Aguilera or Lady Gaga? And I'm putting this in reference to when Christina Aguilera walked in the workroom and with her inner Black woman. And then also, or was it like when Lady Gaga stepped into the room and was like, Jesus, give me your souls. Was it like that? I need to know, please. Britney hasn't been on the show. It has to be like they've been on the show. Oh, I did the Trump thing. Sorry. But she's like a Sabrina Carpenter. But but let's just say she was on the show, and you know how they come in the room, like you gotta give me that. So she's like Britney Spears. Okay, so let's keep it in the room. Lady Gaga if she were into bubblegum pop. So it's like if Gaga, when she came into the room on season 9 and everyone sort of like gagged a bit. Pop princess and movie actress of the 90s. Okay. No one's saying Katy Perry. No one's saying that anymore. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Appreciate you so much for being here today. Sexy Confa, shut up. You make a whole song called Woman's What, and then you got the Antichrist to women on the fucking beat. What? Lady. Like, I know Trisha Paytas like a good check too over there giving trash can oiled up with a bra on, but baby girl, I didn't understand why you're in that video. It was supposed to be about women empowerment. This is not that math. All right, this wonderful woman had stepped into the workroom here and everybody gagged on receipt because it was amazing. Mina, I am working. I know you're used to doing this to me at 9 o'clock, but I'm working right now. So I need you to be on relax. Please. Thank you. It's Mina's world, and I'm happy to be living in it. Anywho, moving forward here. Ciao. Yes, this is what happens when I do late night videos, and my cats are like, oh, so they're going to have to hear us in our full element of, driving you nuts. Yes, you do. Anywho, everybody gagged. They thought it was amazing that Jolena was there, and it was like this full awesome moment. I love how this happened, and it was no shade, but mind you, God forbid, Silky put Miley Cyrus on her back. And the world loses it. That was so unprofessional. Like, bitch, they was throwing this lady up in the fucking air. Okay, and it was a raw, and it was cool. You hear what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, they literally put this woman in harm's way. And y'all was mad when Silky gave that one lady that rode Black people through her bangers career a ride for her life backstage. Please, let's not do this today. I know it may be a cultural thing, but either way, I'm just saying that lady almost died, low key. They was like, yay! Can you imagine if they threw her through the ceiling and this was like a world where cartoon antics happened? Oh, that would have been funny. All right, moving forward. This was fun, though. Lots of great things were said. RuPaul. I'm almost convinced they have you chained to the floor at this point, but that's not true because you know where the money is coming. You know where the money is coming, okay? RuPaul said, hey, pussycat. No, she didn't yell at nobody, but she was Mabu. Hey. Love being executive producer of this show and getting a good little chunk of this check. Excuse me. I am so happy to see y'all queens here today. I did not film the same. Yes, Candace, yes, and that other, yes, I did, all in one day. And hey, go on, Rue. No, it was fun to see Rue, and it was a cool moment. Of course, it's like, yes, the show now may start. She may get back to the next international series of queens that she will not remember their names once whatsoever, but we'll be at DragCon and we'll laugh and kiki in their face and then set up a booth for $50 to take a picture. Well, RuPaul, I really wanted to take a picture with you, but for $50, I really was going to still take that picture because both you and Nymphia Win Loki had the same amount of money for the booths, but yours was a black curtain and Nymphia's was literally a whole theme that could have possibly been in some Sanrio version of an Animal Crossing fucking character that only is available through Amiibo services. But you said black curtains and $50, and I was here for it. But that line went all the way out to the food trucks. And if you were at DragCon, Jesus. And I got to tell you something. I got to see a lot of people, and I wanted to see you. Oh, I did. But, there was just no way. I was like, I couldn't be me. I'm the guy who can't go to the theme parks no more without a fast pass. Not when I know one's available. I would be stupid. Who's sitting in line and dying? Like, no. That was my rant. Mama Powell looks good, doesn't she? Isn't it great when there's a fall color on top of that head, not a summer blonde? My God, it was awful. I love you, Mama Powell, but I'm just appreciative that you went back to Black Amy Winehouse. I love it. You know, we were happy to have you here. Definitely a one for Mama Powell, buddy. I know that's right. But she wanted to get these babies on board for their mini challenge that I had no idea was going to be messy. I thought this was going to be a lot of non-voguing and some people doing some of the things that were required or requested. And I want to say this too before someone goes, Matt, you're being extra critical. Been in ballroom, don't do me. I can be critical. But at the same time, I also know this is for entertainment and fun. So let's not take it into overdrive. Let me see if my Wi-Fi is back on so we can possibly have better connection. Seeing as how it went off just a moment ago because there was an outage in the area. Mina, I can hear you starting up. No. Madam. Nah. Come here. Come on. Because what we're not going to do. Come on, big head. Come on, big head. Lord have mercy. She about to get loud. Okay. No. All right, let's talk about this. I didn't know this was going to be entertaining. But then I saw the people that were there to judge. Vinyas Deluxe, Arizona Brandy. Love them both. Kissy kiss. The internet's not back on. Ding, ding, ding. I thought that was going to be dope, that Brigadine was going to see their daughter. And then, you know, it was going to be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I was like, okay, work. Bernie. I love Bernie. Period. Where you at, big head? I'm not going to pick you up. But here's where it got kind of crazy. Now, there's Miss Jade So, and then Minty Fresh. They needed to put this in for an entire narrative. And this kind of gagged me a little bit. And I don't know if that was Minty that did that or production had knew what was already up because it was already talked about or what was said. And shout out to Minty Fresh. I met her. She was wonderful, a sweetheart, gorgeous, gorgeous soul. I just love, she's such a quiet voice, but very, you know, just beautiful. Minty is so gorgeous in person. Shout out to Miss Jade So too. I also met her as well. Shout out to Marina Summers. Already know what's up. What's up, Marina? I know you watching, low key. That's my girl. What's up, pretty girl. Every time I see her, she's like, Matt, I'm giving a pretty girl. She is. She's gorgeous. Shout out to OV. See you next Tuesday. You know, I can't say your last name the way I want to, but OV. See you next Tuesday. We may do an episode of this together. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're asking for... So you want me to describe the situation in Miss Jade So's voice? Okay. Yeah, I met Miss Jade So too. She was sweet. I got to do the voice in front of her and everything. So there we were at Not the Ball function for the girls who are the dolls that are queens of the universe. And there's a problem. Versace and Minty Fresh don't like each other. I don't like, okay, hold on. Let me get back to this. One forehead does not like the other doll, who is the one that is giving Fresh of Minty, while Sex is Ver. No, listen. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about, yeah, I got to meet, yeah, I met Jay. She was sweet. The booth, that was a tough time. There was a little something that happened in that booth that was a little bit upsetting, but when meeting her, she was sweet. She let me get to say what I wanted to say. I did the voice of pervert. She was like, yes. She goes, because I like did her whole quote going home. And then she's like, right into the light. She goes, into the light. And I was like, yes, because it was right there on the money. Then she go point to the light at me. I was like, this thing. She was sweet. If you want to see those photos, I post them in the DragCon live video that's on my channel as well. And yes, I talk about my experiences with everybody that I met directly at DragCon. Yep. Mina, I got this treat for you right here, baby girl. It's right here when you're ready. It's right here. Now, okay, back to this. Let me stop the cacking. Versac's gonna talk about, oh, I'm surprised that Minty is here because we don't like each other. We're not speaking, this, that, and the other. And I was like, oh. And you better believe Minty was, not feeling Miss Mother at all. Period. Is that who you were talking about in Untucked? We're not gonna say her name. Is this part of the friend group? I don't know why I tried to put that together. I'm up Minty. I'm not asking. I mean, that was me when I was watching this going, it's interesting that this happened. And then there was the whole conversation about girls talk about her, boop, 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 boop. We won't even mention her. And I was thinking to myself, well, what if it was her? And that's why you don't want to mention it, because it would already like track back into this. I said, that was me when I watched this, as if you were like, oh, I wonder who that was for, because you needed to say that shit. You needed to say it. And Angel clocked your ass, because it was like, girl, no, you really just sat here and had a whole moment for somebody that's not even here for what? Low key, she was being funny, but I was also like, Oh, let me see if I'm okay to say this. Okay. Thank you, Weird Peanuts. I love how you have this really awesome view, and I love a sunset by a beach number, let me tell you, but also the name is Weird Peanuts. Love it. Minty tweeted earlier. This loosely translates to, what if I slap the faces of people who are saying I look like her? Yikes. I was like, you know me, I was like, it's so funny that happened. And then in Untucked, we needed to talk about it. So let me tell you something. Baby was a little spooked, all tea. Let's get into the voguing. Some of the majority of this was dancing, and it's fun to dance. I love dancing. A lot of this was not voguing. Some of it was interpretations of, or a simulation of a vogue, but there was only a few people that I felt were actually doing all of the elements. Mix Chanel being one of them, and Barriga Ding Ding. Even though she said flooring in its floor performance, either way, she, at least I can tell, like, is paying attention. There were other girls too, Kiana being another one of them, that did certain elements that I was appreciative of, even though they were actually just dancing. But then they did their duck walk. I was like, okay, work. But like, yes, it was, there was a couple, but it was not everybody. Now, Angel was fine. She was dancing. And there was no vote. She was dancing. Good for her. She was a beautiful doll. She was doing, I thought she was giving Sasha Colby light. Now, for sex, come out here and want to do runway and face, because that's what I assumed you were doing. Because if you were just doing face, I would have told the girls runway. No shade. Like, you do have a good face, but like, I told the girls runway. Oh, but they were chopping. Bitch. Huh. girl with this little Bobbiana. I'm like, not this Bobbiana moment. And she's like, it's just not giving. It's not what it is. It was so see you next Tuesday. It's the yawn for me. Oh, she was nasty with it. It was that was Rudy Huxtable, but it was funny. It was funny. I had a cack. Even Bernie was like, no. Look at Bernie looking beautiful. Bernie was like, no. I said, oh. I said something. Listen. Something went down. Something went down. Something went down. This is definitely that girl. It has to be. John. Bitch, let me do John real quick. Let me make sure my cat's behind me. Let me do John real quick. John came out like this, y'all. Yeah. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. I thought that bitch was gonna take flight. My God, damn! I was like, "Whoa, whoa, calm down, calm down." You was hitting it hard, a little too hard. Then you fell because that wasn't no dip. You fell. I saw you fall. I thought, okay, she fell. Now look at how it looked like when you fall. Look how you got to get up. You getting up all kinds of. It's my knees. Like John, Jacob, Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. Whenever he falls down, I can't. I have to go. I can't. Oh wait. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I love this show. I think these babies are doing amazing. 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 Oh, she was voguing. Oh, mixed. Oh yeah. Oh, the footwork. Oh, it was cute. Cute. I thought, okay. Yeah, she was clean. It was soft too. I was like, oh, a nasty dip. Oh yes. Appreciate it. You knew what was the very much all I was shocked you didn't win low key. Because it was clean, mother. Now, Tita, there is this one lady, and I forget her name, and she goes to the OTA balls all the time. It's open to all. In is it Brooklyn? I forget, or is it New York? I forget her name specifically, and it's not her. It's just I don't know if she's white or Latina, but like remember her so much in this moment. She'd be going out there. Josephine, yeah. That's exactly just reminded me. I was like, it is like Dow. It reminds me of Josephine. Dow. This was all of her. This was her. There's Joseph. Yeah. I am so happy y'all have her name ready to go. I could not think of her name earlier today. And I was like, why is this whole, like, because I watched this episode about 4 times. So I was like, what is this? Oh my gosh. I cannot. Listen, I saw this one video of Josephine getting this man together. She goes, bitch, I make bread. Okay. I make money. All right. I was like, come on, John. Okay. Maxi came out. These were a little hard, but I was like, okay, mom was at least and she was dancing versus doing any voguing of any of the sorts. And she jumped off the stage and did another split. And I was like, all right, Mabu, hey. You were girls. Like Kiana, you better than me. See, you young. You don't even know yet. You don't even know. You girl, you could have been cacking her. Oh, no. Mm-mm. This bodysuit, this wig. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hold on. What was that? Stop. Hold on. I gotta do the move. I gotta do the move before she did her split. This lady went like that, and then jumped into a split. And I'm sitting here going, "Were you gearing up? Like, what was that? You're not buried in Final Fantasy VII. You don't need to like charge up your gun before you about to shoot somebody. What are you doing?" I was so confused with that little hop, Miss Girl. Like you didn't know what to do. I thought that was so funny. I was like, you are reading, bitches. You are reading. You have been. She's just not giving for me. She's just boring. I just don't see it, girl. And I'm thinking to myself, then it turned into a whole, well, we just don't understand who you are as a person. But no. You were calling her boring. You were saying she was doing the most. Let's not do it. Let's not do it today. I don't know who was gearing you up saying you was giving back there, but they lied. Girl, I looked crazy. I was like, this is great. The split, I'm gonna give her coots on though. She deserves coots on the split. You wanna know why? Let's hit the ground all the way. She gets coots on the split. You know how I feel about that? It's one of my biggest pet peeves when a girl's like, I can split, and then it's a protractor, and they're just basically doing fucking geometry and some bullshit with math. No, I want to see that whole entire cooch hit the ground. I want it to smack. It did that. You want to know why it did that? Because you were low-key in pajamas. Beauty Pota, I also I enjoy you, so I had to like really like just blink a few times for this because I didn't know if I was watching Neon Demon or if I was seeing a voguing routine, but I was entertained. I just what mm. Zimbaning. Now you were voguing, my darling, and I appreciate you for at least saying the elements. And for except floor work, you're fine though. I know you were just getting in what you needed to get in because when you dipped, you went right into the floor routine. I said, okay, that's how that's supposed to be. Thank you. Catwalk into duck walk into spins and dips into floor work. I was waiting. Hello, I just gave you the elements while we're going there. But don't forget hands. Don't forget them. I'm just saying now. So I was like, thank you. We appreciate it. Oh, caught in a bad romance. Pop star for 5 seconds. I thought this was Madonna, and we was about to say, "Come on, Vogue." Like it was supposed to be like lip sync battle in LL Cool J and Chrissy Teigen's dumb butt. We're about to be up there talking about who is this, and then you just come out there and it's like, oh, it's that one lady, and then we just scream a little bit, laugh. But yeah, y'all saying Gwen Stefani won it up. This is the beat that makes that like do not get me started. I mean, it would make more sense if it was Stefani, since she's used hair as a style to gain sort of whatever, and had some bops though. Not gonna lie, love angel music, baby. There were some bops. There were some bops now, as well as where was it? If I could escape and be in my own world, then I would be your favorite girl forever, perfectly, whenever. Now tell me, boy, now could it be sweet? That was a great song. That was a great song. But then there was, but I was more No Doubt Gwen Stefani. Like that was my time. Like I live for her, No Doubt. I like some of her solo stuff, but Sweet Escape was the last for me. That's when we stopped. We stopped right there. I think the last song I gave any time to was Now That You Got It, What You Gonna Do About It? Now that you got it, what you gonna do about it? Now that I'm your baby. Yeah. That's the last I gave of her in that dumbass music video that didn't make no fucking sense. And she's on a jet ski. I'm like, girl, what are we doing? Okay, so we know Black people work with the song. Why are you in Jamaica? Help now, please. Looking like skim milk left out the refrigerator. Help, darling, help. Anywho, God bless Pop Star. I enjoyed her. Neither is rap, big deal, even though that Eve song that she did was wonderful. It took a while to get you here, and I'm gonna take my time. Don't mind that good shit in here. Just let me blow your mind. And go get up. Oh yeah. That was a bop. That's almost a bop. Yeah. That was Alicia Keys. Wait a minute. I just wanna love. There was we had some good music back then. What happened? Oh, this is Kiana. She rolling on the floor and doing a lot of stunt work. Finally got into something Vogue related. I was very happy, and she did a nasty little dip out of it. Into I was like, okay. I was here for it. Y'all was feeling some kind of way. This is me being messy. I'm just being messy right now. This probably isn't real, but I'm gonna make it real. This is me just being messy. Oh my gosh, y'all were mad. You were like, oh my God, she's good. I don't like this. I thought it was gonna be like my other friend over here. We weren't really seeing her. I think y'all already were like feeling some kind of way, and then you had to come out here with her, and it was like, oh, wait a minute, she's good. Oh yeah. I'm just being messy. I don't know if that's true or not. Oh, but this is kind of a messy shot. You know, Versex back there talking shit. Oh, Angel over here trying to keep a smile, like, oh, she's good. Look at Zimbadee. Zimbading's like studying her. She ain't do not one element. That's Zimbadee. This is Zimbadee. Zimbadee over there, like, she's not doing the elements at all, girl. She's just dancing. I got this. She just dancing. That's all she doing. The fuck are we talking about? It's me. It's mine. No shade, sis. She's a dancer. She's not dancing like me. Then everyone got up there. It sounded like boom, boom, boom. And then we got back to the main, backstage, and everybody was de-dragging. And it was like, oh my gosh, look at you out of drag. People were making fun of folks. Lots of body shame. I'm just kidding. No one was doing that, but people were also very surprised and confused to see each other without makeup. So yeah, the winner is Kiana. She looks so happy. No, not you. But yeah, Kiana looks so happy. Not you. So happy. Not you. So happy. Not you. What part was it that pissed you off the most? Was it her just walking up and taking a bow? Or was it when she got on the ground and did a little stunt work in front of the judge, who is more than likely going to be awarding her 1 million pesos? So you want to be doing the most and you want to give an impression, and they're 20 fucking 2. They're going to be doing the most. To me, they've done this before with like different shows. So I guess I wouldn't be pressed or bothered or mad. I don't know. To me, I thought this was just all weird. Like how there was so much animosity in the beginning. Again, glad they worked this out. I'm just talking about what we saw in this episode. We're basically an hour and 13 minutes into this review, but we're like 20 minutes into the episode. And it's really, really, girl. Oh, so, and it was like, do you not hear you? You don't hear you. You don't hear you, right? That's what this is. You don't hear you. We can hear you. You don't hear you. Okay, cool. Because read the room. Better yet, is the room hating on her that much? Because the edit said it's just you and the other one, but you made sure to say everybody didn't like her, but yet you said you didn't want to. Okay, Matthew, pull it in because I'm about to start talking. Listen, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate y'all so much for being here today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, please and thank you. It's PayPal.me for /MattyRants, cash out /MattyRants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Thanks for being here. Let's see here. Okay. The main Maxi Challenge has them doing viral dance videos. One more again. Viral dance videos. That is the prompt. That is the brief that I heard. Did you hear a different brief? Viral dance videos. I will say, we know via Drag Race from many, many different seasons. We've also heard the girls speak sometimes. They normally don't ever come back for another season, but they normally speak sometimes, where they will say that they are given prompts, but when you get there on set, it is a different story sometimes as far as what you are asked or what you are supposed to do. We also know sometimes that they have things that they're told in advance will be challenges. That way they can prepare for said challenges. It's not that, oh my God, I was just told that we have to do this challenge and like totally I need to get an outfit randomly in my goddamn bag and then put on these clothes and just be so ready for this. That's not how that works. I have work today, so please, if Matty missed it, please tell him about the cinematic zoom in on Versace during the lip syncs. I did not see that. What? I didn't see. I mean, I did see one time where they had it on them specifically looking at, but it was, just a weird episode. I mean, a good episode, but you know what I mean by that. Like, it was weird because it was like, girl, why are you so mad? Like you say you're not, but then it gives just that. I don't know. Either way. They all had a certain amount of time to work on said videos. I believe that Kiana, because she won the mini challenge, had extra time, like 10 minutes, while everyone else had 5. Mick Chanel, I was worried about because baby girl went into production mode, director, if you will. And I was like, either they're going to like that or they're going to hate it. And they kind of talked about it. And I don't want her to go home soon. I'm just going to say that. Thank you, please, and thank you. Appreciate you, baby. Appreciate you, Megan. I don't want her to go home soon. Because, I like her. And I could understand wanting to, you saw how good her shit came out, right? So that was me when I was watching this. Like, okay, I get y'all are like, well, she's in her head. But it was kind of a perfect video. It was kind of what I would expect to see. Now, Angel, poor baby, they ran out of time. I didn't know what they wanted to do. To be honest, the whole time I was watching this, I said, I don't know what they want them to do. Kiana looked like she had a good time in her 10 minutes. They were doing a lot. It's elimination day. The first thing you need to do is let somebody know that they're doing too much. Hold on. We just got back in the room. Okay. It's already been a weird day from the last episode and it feeling like, girl, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Hold on. I gotta do something. But it was just okay. I gotta pull this back in. Sorry, I had some group tagging a bunch of stuff. I think, in my personal opinion, whether it was more than one person, was feeling away. And I can probably think Zimbading, no shade. I think you were a part of some of those conversations. You may not be fully invested with how they are talking, but Versex and Jay Quinn, Dick Dastardly and Muttley and goddamn wacky races were definitely talking about her often. And it was a thing. Okay. Like, it really was a thing. And they may think that she is extra because she's young and she's feeling her shit, or if like she wins something, she's not super humble because she's like, yay, and all that kind of stuff. But like, so you're telling me if you didn't win something, you wouldn't have been keycacking and all that kind of jazz too? It feels like you're trying to put somebody in their place because you don't see it for them. You also had the nerve to talk about their outfit later. I'll get to you in a minute because I'm not done with you because you were really on some bullshit this week. You are very lucky and thankful that no one went home this week because you and your sidekick would have probably been in the bottom two. High key. High key. But this was weird. And it was uncomfortable. And it was very, let me take you down a notch. And I didn't like that. And I felt the whole, well, you just don't get us and this, that, and the other and all that kind of bullshit. Okay, and like, bitch, like, did you see you? Like, look at me, girl, and look at you. And you were doing all that. You were giving very pious and above, very talking about, I want to be big sister. The fuck you talking about? You and the sidecar that you had next to you. Looking a fucking fool. Look at how she looking at you. Look at how Jay looking at you. I love this. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. I hated this. I was annoyed. I was like, this is not cute. You're giving hater and you're giving mad that you didn't win. And you're giving mad that she's not giving whatever. I just, something about this was not right. I did not like it. Didn't like it. I'm sorry. I just, they're better than me. Because like, bitch, bitch, looking like that, trying to read this thing, I'd have been up in that ass. I've been up and down. I've been up in there. Because it's Versex going, bitch, who do you think you are? And then Jay Quinn, yeah. Because I felt like, it's like, who, shut the fuck up. You came in here in your uneven bodysuit and then put on another uneven bodysuit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What is happening here? What? Oh, I couldn't do this. You even broke fourth wall because you thought we were going to be on your side. You really thought you were doing it. You really were. Oh, John, get ready because here I come. Because you'd supposed to clock that shit later on. And it took one word to set you on fire because it was doing a lot over here. I'm kind of gagged no one really came to her defense. I agree with that, to be honest with you. But I'm also thinking to myself, she's gonna have to learn, and it's hard to say this, and it's the truth. You cannot let nobody dog walk you ever. And just because, yes, it's gonna be a bad situation. Yes, walking away is also just as powerful too. But bitch, if you have the fire and it starts to burn, who you don't put it out. Don't you put that you let her have it. Because she's talking to you like, who? Bitch, I won the mini challenge. You're just mad in your sweater. Looking at me with your fuck ass bangs. What are you talking about? It's giving me with a bowl. Snip, snip. Bitch, couldn't be me. No. We had a problem. It wouldn't have been the you reading me show. It'd have been the we reading each other back and forth show, to where you would have to understand, back off of me. So I'm thinking our baby girl over here, Kiana, is not used to that. And we learned some things, but like, that was a lesson for her. And I hope she learned that day. Don't you ever let nobody play you in your face. Because I'm talking about them two were tagging you. And I did not care for it. And the way Jay Quinn did it was so gross to me, because it was very, yeah, girl, no shade, but da-da-da-da-da-da, where Versex was just very direct. As much as I don't care for Versex's way of doing it, Jay's was very passive, and I just hated that. Hated it, because it's almost like, I don't want to agree, but like, I have to agree because of... Like, you're like, I just didn't understand it. Like, why are we still going in? Why is someone going, girl, can we put this down just a tad bit? Okay. Like, real talk. Like, to me, this went on for quite some time. Like, and I have to include subtitles. because I want y'all to see what I see, and I am going to blurt out all swear words because some of this I need to make sure we have on the board, and I'm not just talking. I want this to be, let's talk, let's hold it accountable. Why is she difficult to connect to? As Ver said, since she's busy doing the most. What is that? What was she so busy? What do you mean? So you can't connect to her because she's busy doing the most. Do you not connect with her because she was like really hyped that she was winning? This was something new for her, all that kind of stuff. There was this point in Untucked where they talk about you need to change because read the room. And I'm like, yo, are you fucking serious? This is crazy. Then hold on. Then Jay Quinn hit John. That was crazy. I was like, wow. What you are a whole 6, a 5, if you will, having a conversation about other numbers, talking about where they need to be on the board. A whole 5. I was like, yo, this is crazy. John, I really didn't get her vibe from the entrance. She looked better than you. What do you mean? I'm sorry, this sounds mean. I have to call it. Miss Thing in that bodysuit, and you kind of come for this girl in the gown for the what? I was like, what? This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real. They had to cover that baby's mouth. You would have thought this was over and done with. It's not. It's not. They're still talking about while getting ready. I think you just need to feel the humor out. That like, because I guess she's not playing with them, and they're saying that she gets defensive whenever they're cacking her, but she's not used to people cacking. And for those of you who are like cacking, that's like gagging someone. That's like throwing a little bit of shade someone's way, or like high-key reading someone as playfulness. She's not used to all that. Because she's not used to it. All of a sudden, it's not her problem. And now we got to talk about it. The big deal. It's this, girl, I can't stand her. Like, that shit was weird to me. And it felt very like they were deflecting their own insecurities onto her, to be honest. And then it's like, well, is it about the culture, possibly where she's from? Da, 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 da. Again, I'm not from the Philippines. I'm from the United States, but I can also say we have different areas out here that may be a lot different than other areas where regional dialect and the way people respond to certain things and react to stuff is completely different. For example, being in Houston, Texas would be completely different than you being in New York City. Like, we're going to speak the same languages, that's fine, all that kind of stuff. But like, the way people carry themselves out there, the way things move a lot faster is completely different than it would be in Houston. Same thing to go with LA, same thing to go to like Nebraska, Alaska. Talk about it. Like that's where my mind is at, where it's like, okay, as fine as that is, and it's like, it's all different though. What are we talking about? If you talk about her doing the most and she's not doing really anything. Well, it's a little bit of a difference. It's humor for the Manila girls. Now, in this moment, you know, it's like, well, it doesn't really land at first, it comes off as really annoying. I'm like, yes, this is true. Angel did defend. Actually, let me say this. Cruz, thank you for this. Angel defended her here, and Maxi defended her later in Untucked, when it was like, well, girl, why are you doing? Okay, yeah. There were a couple of times when people stepped in, but it felt like a little light. Also, it felt like, well, this is good TV, so I don't want to stop this. So let me just see these girls go in. Versex over here talking about it's like we get secondhand embarrassment. It's like we get secondhand. I'm just like, here you go. Here you go. While you, all of that looking stupid. You had a lot to say, and you then call them annoying and all this kind of stuff, and then you immediately dismiss the conversation that you started, whether it was Zimbading doing it, which, it was very, well, this is what I think is the issue, and then you needing to interject and put your point in there to then further dog her down, to then dismiss the situation like, oh, I hate how I'm going so low. Bitch, the way this would not have been. You are picking on her because you see her as being young, a little naive, and a little weak. in my personal opinion, whether it's a difference in dialect at the moment, you saw her being a little like fragile, like she's not getting the jokes that y'all are saying, right? She's not getting the jokes that y'all are saying. So then you flip it on her because she doesn't understand you specifically. And then you turn all of her joy against her. And that's what you've been doing. You and Jay Quinn, high key. Literally every time I see that girl feel some kind of way about something, you got to remind her she's doing the most. What shit is that? That's what girls do in drag bars, and that's what gays do to each other all the time. When there's that one femme queen that's out there, butch queen that's out there who's a little extra femme, and you got the other mask boys over there going, that's too much, that's doing too much. That is where that took me. Oh, this is very entertaining, but I'm just telling you, this is what I'm reading in the situation. It's like, you don't realize just how someone's called you insecure and it set off your bunny bells, that you then doing this could be a trigger for them too. I just didn't understand that. To me, like, you can't call yourself no big sis and you doing all this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So kind of has a moment where she starts to cry and she gets very emotional. And then this pissed me off because it's like, why are you crying? Like, what do you mean? Like, they're literally dragging her. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she's literally being told she is the issue and she's the problem. And this is a lot. This is very fresh. Then this lady over here, big ass head and all, talking about, it just means I like you if I'm bragging on you this hard. What? I'm tough with my friends, but I've never initially started that toughness with my friends. Like, y'all know I play with Jamar like that, but I never began our relationship in that way at all, ever. That developed over time because we could play like that. Because Jamar will say something slick, and I'm going to say something slick back, and I'm just going to be a little bit louder. Y'all just met each other. I didn't like that. I felt that was very gaslighting. I thought that was bullshit, to be honest with you. And then she's talking about, I need to just let it go. I just need to let it go. I'm like, girl, what? I'm like, no, we need to validate your feelings right now because this shouldn't be something that you let go. No, Doc, I understand that part too. Because there were other girls who were saying yes and agreeing, but they weren't as vocal as the other girls were. So that's where my issue with this is, to where I'm still going to look at Versex and Jay Quinn like, and why are y'all the loudest right now? Why are you now the mouthpiece for everybody who I guess feels this kind of way about her, in a sense? That's where my issue is. Now, why are you the ambassador for fuckery here? God, give me some Untucked. Mama Pal, it's been a long time. And I'm going to say that because all of last season, I blinked several times. And I love you. This made up for all of it. And you made this? Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It was quite severe. She was giving and then some. Oh yes. Oh yes. Don't you ever go back to that bond. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You saw what it was given. It was washed. This is not. This looks good. You look good. Not everybody can wear white either. You know that. And you made it. Ooh. It was right. Kyla Karen looks incredible. Always lovely to see her. Shout out to my good friend and one of my favorite people on the planet, Miss Jiggly Caliente, on the judges panel. Shout out to my sister. Y'all get for those of you who be talking about her, and I saw that shit that was posted, back up. It's mine. Back up. It's my friend. Back up. I never try to get up in the mix here because I know girls like to misconstrue when they don't get their way. Back up. Okay, we come from a different time. we are in the millennial world, in our millennial girl shit. Okay, people talk shit. in our time frame. All right. I don't know about you, these no shade, but it's like sometimes I'm like, y'all just don't get it. But you don't get it. We're getting to that point where we're just starting to just speak, baby. That's what's happening here. But that's my friend, Love It Down. She did a good job this week, and I appreciate her opinions and commentary. It's always good to see John waving my hand, Santos. God bless him. He's a good guy. Jolina Magdingal Esqueda. I know I probably said that really wow, but she's looks really cool, and I think that she gave what needed to be given as far as a first judge, and with who she represents out there, it's giving. I would love to see someone up sitting on the panel like this and showing their support and love, and she has some really nice things to say too to our queen, so I was here for it. Is it true that Ovi and Hannah Beshi is styling Jiggly this season? I know Ovi is working, I believe, with Jiggly. If it's really her what? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, thank you, Cruz. I tried to practice this beforehand. If it's in reference to what happened at that show in Mickey's, I'm on my sister's side, just so we're clear. Love you down, but I had a long talk about that. I was actually supposed to be at that show, and I ended up having to miss it, unfortunately, because I was under the weather. Yes. Anywho, let's move on. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Let me down. What are we doing? The runway first? Hometown Realness? Okay, work. Oh my, what happened? Let's see here. Moving forward. Hometown Realness. Oh, I need to get the polls up. It's like watching the air go out of the sails. Now, for the first poll, I posted 260 votes. Thank you. We said first thoughts on the premiere of Drag Race Philippines Season 3. 10s across the board, 59% of you, 20% of you, the drama and shade was high. 15% this episode has me hyped for more, and 5% said, we'll see. Okay. So, the first person for Hometown Realness is Popstar Bench, and this is where the voting is what it's about. I'm asking your opinions on their runway and what you thought about it. Personally, a lot of this is very cultural references. So nothing I'm going to talk about today will be critiquing that, because that's ridiculous and it's kind of unfair. It's like, why would I have anything to say about, you know what I mean? It's like, what would I say about that, right? So I want to just look at it from the context of it being the outfit itself and presentation as far as observing on the runway, and if it looks like it's cute, like expensive, that kind of tease, right? Let's continue. So starting with Popstar Bench. This I thought was interesting. Kind of like it. No, I was kind of here for the runway music. Not me saying I was here for it. I forgot what the song was. Low-key. Yeah, that's true. God, I am hungry. I have been trying to do the diet all day. My body's like, girl, you want to get something like fat. Yes. Nina, hi. Hey. Hold on. Let me get some water in these baby sticks. While y'all vote. I thought this was kind of cute. I was entertained by this a little bit. It looks like a deconstructed carousel, or she low-key, is the carousel itself. Hold on, let me pull up my reference. Let me not get rid of that because I'm using that right now. I have to use my other device. Okay. So it's the Philippine Horse Racing Club that's located in, where is this? Santa Ana or Sta Ana, Manila? Is that what she's from? Hey, kids. So we need some water? Is that what we're looking at? Why don't y'all use the fountain, which has a never-ending supply of water? Well, no, Dad, we just don't want to do that. Basically, see that. Thank you. It is very sad that I want to order some curly fries right now. No curly fries, buddy. No curly fries. There's some more water. Don't play. And there's food already in your bowl, so don't act like there's none either. I like this. I was entertained by it. So I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm going to say giving because I like the details in the outfit. I thought she was right with the money. I don't know why I liked it. Like all of this detailing here was like gorgeous. I don't know why I like this. Yeah. I am hungry. I've been dieting and it's me. This is me right now. Me. I can't. If you want to drop curly fry fund, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo is all down there. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, let's close the poll. Let's get to the next queen. I like this. I did. I do. I does. Ending poll. So 76% of you said she's cute, 14% said giving, and 8% of you choked. Look. Actually, flip that. If I get something, it would be Whataburger because it's open. Yeah. Also, random fact, I saw the Deadpool movie twice now. I saw it by myself, and then I saw it with the Pisces the other day, 2 days ago, actually. He was a little bit more critical of the movie than I was, but he still liked it. But he was very critical. He's very critical. He hated one of the surprises. He was like, why does he look like that? Why does the outfit look like that? Why does he sound like, ew? It was so funny. I was like, oh my God. Let it go. But yeah, he was very critical of that one particular part. He was like, girl, what the fuck? He was very like, what is that? Like, what is that? Good night, CA. All right. Next up is Versex. And was reading the girl. Do you hear me? It was reading the girl. Oh, well, okay. Me, the entire time. Oh, sure. It's like Manila and New York together. Yeah, it's like Manila and New York clash together. The graffiti, style of streetwear. And was reading. The shoes are fucking cute. The shoes are cute. I mean, I'm being unbiased too. This was all right. That is why I was like, girl, you were reading her. She's cute. It's cute. It's cute. But like, you would have thought you were like in something severe is my issue with the way you were reading and talking about somebody. That is where I'm like, oh, okay, girl. Like, this is cute, but so she's cute. Let's get those votes in. Da 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 da. Ooh, the comments are getting it. Hold on. Manila. What part of Manila? What part of that is Manila, though? She's kind of low-key saying Manila doesn't really have the distinct culture that other province cities have. Or she's just unimaginative and uncreative. Oof. It's not line. It reminds me of those airbrush stuff in the pier. Well, okay. She's not doing the most. I mean, It's hometown. Look, not where you got your catchphrases from, baby. Stop it. Mexico, Maddie, you gotta go see Mexico now. The lip sync those bitches did will turn your mouth upside down. Sis. I did see one on Twitter. I was like, okay, so I might have to watch the season on like a deep dive. No, it's it's still she's cute. I just to me was like, okay. Very spring. Nocturne. I wasn't saying it because of what you said. I was actually critiquing the dress itself. So yeah, the dress is cute, but the props, I haven't seen better parades done here by teens. What look was it specifically? Oh, I think you're referring to. I almost said plain Jane. My bad. Pop star bitch. The peas were taking the peas because that's who had props for sure. Okay, let's close verse X. 50% says she's cute, 36% of you chopped it, and 12% are giving the look. Oh, I know. I figured it out. I was like, oh, okay. And I also was just reading stuff too. John. Fedelaga. I thought John looked hella good. High key. Yeah, this peed low key. Yeah, she was right with the money. She's giving for sure. Mm-hmm. Starting a new poll here. Let me check my AC real quick. Mamu, are you looking for something? Why do you not? Why do you do this every time? Oh, but come on, Nina. I am used to doing this at an earlier time, and so this is all into my cat dinner time now. And we're now in cat dinner time mode. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. Representing the Matinus Festival, where the city reenacts the story of Mary and Joseph in the birth of Jesus. This is gorgeous. It's very detailed. It looks incredible. It reminds me of like how beautiful and colorful the, churches and cathedrals looked like on the set of like Romeo and Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann one. Yeah. That one for sure. I don't know why. It's just really beautiful and colorful. The stoning on it is impeccable. The headpiece is incredible. Her makeup is really, really good. She's given. It's that. I would say she would need proportioning, but honestly, if you guys saw the Mother Mary Santonino figures here, its exact proportion is like that. So I guess that's fun. That's great. By the way, today's my mom's 8th death anniversary. Just want to say how I appreciate catching this live today and get my mind off of depressing stuff. Wow. Nina. My condolences, my love, and my energy to you. I can most certainly relate. So, big hugs to you, baby. It's always going to be a tough day. And what am I on right now? I'm on year number 13, coming up in October. So, like, yeah, it's always going to be a ride. That's my love. That's my advice for you when losing a parent. It's going to be a ride forever, but it's a ride. Just remember the awesome stuff. That's the best things. The great times, the laughs. If you had any, if anything, just positive stuff first, always. It's the best way to look at the day. And remind yourself that a good cry is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, especially when you're thinking about somebody that you care about. Those are good cries. For real, for real. Okay. Whew. I was about to start sobbing right there. I had to catch myself because I was like, I want to make it through this review and not be my mama. All right, let's close this out. Let's move on here. John, we gave 70% said giving, 28% said she's cute, and 1% chopped it. At this point, Matty, you have like 500 Filipino cousins. It feels like it. And I would like encourage and love more, honestly, because yes, and I'm still like really upset that I couldn't get any Filipino food today, and I was actually trying to, but there's none in my area. Oh, and all the delivery fees are ridiculous. Let's talk about Maxi. This was a gag. This was a gag. Ooh, the gag. I was like, oh. I was like, oh dear. Like the faces. I forgot to zoom in on Mama Pow. She did not look pleased. I don't know if that's just her serious face or the Botox wasn't like doing it for her, but like this was powerful. And I actually looked up the statement too. Do I still have it in front of me? Yeah. Well, also shout to Cleve here, but like the outfit itself, I liked. I thought it was gorgeous. I thought it was really pretty. I was like, this is interesting. It's like this dress, it's kind of open moment. I don't know. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Bugs Vanny, thank you for being here and thank you for noticing. I'm trying to make sure, even though it's late for me, I'm making sure I'm up for y'all because I think it's better that way too. It's also, you know, it's Drag Race Philippines, right? Come on, Maddie. The national hero Jose Rizal was Can't Say That Word by Gunshots Manila. The line on the back of the outfit here translates to Die Because of You is the last line of the Philippine national anthem. Okay, so like didn't know that until I looked it up later and I was like, whoa, but I knew what was going on based on subtitles. And then it was the part where they acted out being like shot. And I was like, wait, did they just do that on stage and put the sound effects in later? Or did they have the sound effects already there? Because I was like, oh my God. The fact that they included the pa 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 pa, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God. I was gagged. The whole thing. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Mama Pow was like, did you clock her face? Bitch, I was like, oh, I don't know if she was happy about this. Like, they never talked about it. It seemed different whenever they were like, you know, having the conversation. But I was like, some people were kind of like, oh, like, can you see kind of Karen's like, like that. But for me, I'm over here like, oh, this is clearly a very touchy subject. Very touchy subject. So I was like, ooh. But I thought it was very well done as far as presentation from a standpoint of somebody that had no idea what was going on and they wanted to convey a message, you know? I was like, whoa. To me, it's giving. I can't say she's cute. I was moved by the performance. I was. And also educated. 67% of you said giving, 31% of you said she's cute, and 1% of you chopped it. Probably just kept it serious for the concept. I can totally see that. It was the reaction for me that just made me go, ooh, maybe it's the bow. Maybe it's the bow. Maybe it's the tox telling her she can't move, nothing. Isn't it crazy how both siblings did something that showcased some sort of weapon or some sort of physical act that was done via a weapon? Like, I kid you not. I was over here like, what is going on this good Sunday? What is her? It's Angel. I thought that was interesting. These kids were like, we're gonna both do something that has some weapons. I'm gonna do a gun. I'm gonna do a knife. I can't. No shade. I can't. Oh my God. That's what I got for that. I was like, bitch, what is going on here today? Okay. Like, save assignment. Now, Angel, representing the chaotic environment of the city where riots and a word I can't say, stabbings happen often. So that's where the knives are coming from. I thought that was really cool. I thought the dress was actually kind of really cool, like dope, to be honest with you. I thought the hat was fabulous. I think what really kind of gave me what I needed in terms of this was at the bottom of the dress, the city or like the little neighborhood. And it shows it feels like at night. And I was like, yo, if you think about it, with the dress and the way it looks like with the city on the ground, it's like a starry night. And it's like looking over like this little town or this little neighborhood that maybe some crime is happening at where these things happen. This and that. I was just like, okay, this. I'm sorry, I have to give. It's giving for me. Yeah. Yeah. I told you I don't miss, honey. You know, I be paying attention most of the time. I pay attention most of the time. I be looking for stuff. And I said, oh shit. Oh shit. Bugs Vanny, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Now crash. We're gonna move to Yudipota and I'm gonna close Angels. Angel, hold on to me. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Romeo and Juliet movie now. That's from the soundtrack. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Okay, so 59% of you said she's cute, 30% of you said giving, and 9% of you chopped it. Beauty Pota is next. I'm just gonna make a bowl of cereal after this. I really want fries them. I really want fries, but I want to be greasy. Okay, you is gorgeous. She's gorgeous. I live actually. Like I like live. Okay, I'm sorry. I live. No way. I did not see the full dress. I need to. Representing the Mascara Festival, Festival of Mask, held in Bacolod City, also known as the City of Smiles. Mascara Festival is known for the colorful mask, but Yudipota chose an all-white look instead. Let me go say hello to my Mina real quick. Mina, have you lost your grip on reality? No. Here. Hey, girl, what's going on? Yeah. What's the matter? Well, come here. Well, what's the problem? You want to talk about it? No? All right. Please don't make me get up again. Ugh. My God in heaven, this is gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. I think she's beautiful. I have no notes. When she took that mask and went bam, I was like, oh, plus. But also, this doesn't give what she came into the workroom in. And this I appreciate because it also gives like a soft face too. So she's not stuck into this element of us thinking, oh, it's going to be something that may be a little bit avant-garde, artistic, which I'm always fine with. But like it also showed Mama can give some glam. It's high fashion. It's gorge. Like I like it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, let's pull this up. I have to go look at it. I'm so sleepy. Let me look. Let me see. Let me find. Do. Okay, here we go. Boom. Follow me now. Okay. It is not on her Instagram. Oh, y'all made me come on here. And it's not on. It's not on there. How dare y'all? You you lie. Oh my god, I cannot. Okay, here she go. There we go. Let's look for this now. I'm on Twitter. Did y'all just make me come on here just to look for nothing? I'm on X right now. I don't see it. Okay, let me do media. I see the shoulder pads she wore for that look. I don't. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Okay, this is what y'all are talking about. Okay, work. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you. Amazing. Bitch, I was going through it trying to find that picture. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to use the machine. I don't know how to use the machine. Y'all made me go through it. Oh my god. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, become part of this. Drop a tippy poo in my jar for my frustrations. Take all the /MattyRants. Get shoved outside MattyRants. MattyRants. Let me close out this poll and move on to the next queen. Oh my goodness. It's late. I'm crashing. Ow. 84% said giving, 15% said she's cute. This is the first look of the night to not have any chops. The first look of the night goes to you, Depota, for no chops. Not one single chop. And I was up there looking for your stuff, so there was time for people to vote. They could have easily dragged you, sister. No one did it. So that's your first supreme of the night. Yes, that's what happens when there are no chops. They are supremes. Yes, these are all important things. Kiana like Rihanna. Hey. Kiana like Rihanna. I'm singing that lets you know that I'm tired. And my phone is in do not disturb because that means that it's time to go to bed. Okay, let's talk about contacts. This was gorgeous. Someone called her basic today. I need that to really sink in. I need that to sink in that you didn't chuckle at somebody in a fucking windbreaker calling you basic with an unbrushed wig. You let that happen? Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Looking like this? You let that happen? Wake up, Pearl. And I mean that in a different sense than that lady. Wake up. Couldn't believe it. I was gagged. Like, I know you did not just have that conversation. I know that didn't just slip out your throat. Popper Myth states that the Oro is a giant golden fish that lives and is sleeping underneath the Cagayan River, then sends a huge earthquake to the next island, Mindanao, right? Whenever it wakes up. I remember that. Wasn't that where isn't that sounds why does that sound familiar? Was that Lady Morgana Mindanao? Does that sound familiar? Okay. Y'all in the comment section. Oh, Doc, when she said when all the people had made this outfit for me, bitch, I was so weak. When I say I wanted to cackle, I wanted to cackle. Okay, so I was right. Look at me. I remember. That's why I was like, wait, isn't that where Lady Morgana is from? Oh my God, look at I remember. Oh, not me being so happy I remembered that. I mean, I am, because let you know how invested I am in Drag Race Philippines, bitch. Like, work. Okay. Okay. Not the 1% chop is from J. Quinn. Oh, God. Can't, and I won't, and I will not. And I'm not available. Sometimes I'm not here. Sometimes I run. Sometimes I fly. Sometimes I'm scared of you. Holler, I want us to hold you tight. Sleep at night. Of course, Venus is a Libra. Mamu. All right. Regardless of all of it, I thought this was a beautiful outfit. I thought she looked really good. It was everything. I was here. That's that Reba version. I'ma survive. Hey, her giving Alicia. No, I'm sorry, I have to say her name like that. Kiana. The rest of the season, that's how I'm saying your name, Kiana. Like Moesha. Kiana. Woke up this morning. It's me. It's me. I really love. What is it? My best friends are always all my. Gotta do what I don't even know the song. Gotta do what I gotta do. Kiana. Kiana. I'm sorry. I'm going to do that the rest of the season. 88% said giving, 10% said she's cute, and 1% of you chopped it. That's how you're feeling. If you haven't hit the like button already, why not? Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. My YouTube channel would certainly appreciate it. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Oh, Mr. Addison. Oh, oh, oh. Didn't Verushka go home early too? Like, hey, let's not call it. I'm gonna knock on wood. Maybe there'll be a redemption arc. Hate to be the girl who was mean and left soon. You know what I'm saying? That'd be something, right? You was talking a whole bunch of and then you out the door quickly. Can you imagine being that girl to read and then to have wrote your check home? Let's talk about Mix Chanel though. I love her so much that like I did one of these. She looks good in the pink lighting. She looked good in the blue lighting. Like, get into this. Get into this. Like, the pink lighting is right? But wait till the blue hit. Oh, it was nasty. See, this is what I'm okay with y'all changing the lighting up, because right then and there, Mother knew what to do. Like, this is Sevilla, but this, honey, this is the face. That's the mug. That's blue and her face go together very well with this kind of lighting. You are welcome. Mm-hmm. 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 This was beautiful. Let's talk about the look. Representing the statue of Marikit, Maria Quina was said to be a beautiful woman who drowned in the Marikina River every time it floods, just like 3 weeks ago, actually. Cleve used to brought this. The Marikit statue drowns with only its head sticking out of the water, representing the resiliency of the people during the floods. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And I knew I liked it, but like now that I'm reading that, it makes it gives like I'm glad y'all are catching my reaction in real time to that. Me like actually be like, oh shit, like oh that's really fucking heavy. I gotta live. I love it. Yeah, I live. I love her. I love her. I do not want anything bad to happen. I feel like this is about to be Attack on Titan, and I'm just gonna like, oh, I can't. This is Eve LaQueen's daughter. Oh, bitch. No wonder the mug is bright, because Eva's mug is bright. Dee Dee posting on Instagram that what Kiana did was offensive. Let's focus on the show and people who are on TV right now, currently. Let's focus on who are on television currently, right now, right now, right now. Over the whole comment about the kids making the clothes, my God. Oh shit, it's moving too fast. Hold on, Tita baby. Hold on, bitch. Hold on, T T. Hold on, Tita. Hold on, Tita. Shit. Okay. Closing mix Chanel's poll. 55% of you said giving, 42% said she's cute, and 2% of you chopped the look. Let's talk about Tita Baby. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to drop it into my jar, maybe buy Maddie a munchie meal or a late night snack, because my God, I'm over here like, bitch, what time is it? Oh my goodness, you know I'm a talker. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, drop it to my jar, PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I didn't think it was that deep, to be honest. I mean, it's Dee Dee we're talking about here, but you know, I didn't think it was that deep. Tita Baby, same exact thing as Mix, but instead Tita chose to dress up as the flood water itself. So I love how they went back to back now that you think about it, and she's representing the woman in the water and then the resiliency with the head still floating above it, while Tita's dress is giving the flood waters. And if you look at how the dress is itself, the detailing in it where it looks like those are waves and they have the little gold figurines of the people who are in the flood waters and the boat up top. This was sickening. Bunny, take the words right out of my mouth. I'm not going to say that, but yes, it maybe. Probably. A little bit. I thought this was fire. This was fire. I said, Tina, I can see you winning, bitch. I really, really hope that you go far. I hope they don't play in your face. I'm gonna be one of those folks that's rooting for you this season. I live and breathe. I think she's gorgeous. The wig is right. The wig is right. Oh, thanks, Bugs. No, again, you know, I watch this show like I watch any drag race, but Drag Race Philippines, like for me, it gives me US Drag Race in terms of like I get enamored with everybody. I really start to study and focus because I'm like, ooh, let me look at this again. Ooh, let me look at these details. So when I have someone like Cleve on my Twitter sending me like, hey Matt, here's the background for this, it just really adds even more to the context of what I love it, why I love it so much, because I like storytelling. I really love storytelling with drag. It's one of the most beautiful things when an artist can showcase and share something that is very personal to them through their work, through clothes, through makeup, through wigs. Not everybody has that power. And I think that's incredible. So Tita Baby, yeah, I was here for this. It's giving for me, mother. It's giving. Let's go ahead and close out this poll. And let's talk about the next one. Now, Jay Quinn chose to represent the slum areas where people would commonly sell scrap junk metal for a living. That's cool. It's that dress and that tool that I cannot stop staring at. I just cannot stop staring at it at all. I can't. And I cannot. I hate that dress so much. It's the straps that just got the girl. With this wrap. I think she looks cute though up top. I think the wings are cute. I think the headpiece is cute. I think she's pretty. The dress can burn in hell. That dress don't make no goddamn sense. But all of this in like wing piece and like you got a Freddy Krueger glove too. So I didn't know what we were doing. Like it was like she's not Birdman, you know. She don't fly in every weather. You know, she's not Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. Or Bird Girl. And if it's Borderlands, have you seen the ratings on Rotten Tomatoes? It's at 0%. Not for me. Not for me. I didn't understand. I was like, oh, okay. The dress is not my favorite. Everything else about it is, I think, is cute. I just don't like that. It's no. That was another thing too. When she came out on the runway and she was like doing this part, I was like, do you have to poo? Like, what's happening here? Is it gas? Are you for real? Funny that poo is an existing word. It means deep hatred. Stop it. We say poo because it's just, you know, a little gas. Are you for real? That's terrible. I didn't mean it. Well, out here, poop represents a piece of wind passing through your booty in the left and right cheek, and it's a little gassy, sometimes an eggy smell. So we learned some things from each other. Hatred, gas and hatred. Hatred of gas. God help me. We have to close this. This is what I get for putting poop. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Lord have mercy. What is wrong with me? Jay Quinn, 64% of you pooted it. I'm just going to say that. I wanted they pooted. You see, I've been swore a lot this episode, so pooting is that was fun to say. Yay, pooting. 32% says she's cute, and 3% are giving it, and that part of those 3% chopped Kiana's look. Okay, there we go. Good for her. Like, is that how you spell that word real quick? I don't want to sound like a dumb. Hold on. Because I'm over here like, bitch, there is going to be an extra option here. Because when I tell you the spirit of Blakisha ran through my body. Because I was like, now how am I supposed to have a conversation about this right now? Because this is heavy. This is heavy. So I'm giving you 4 options because the high key, ungradable, giving, or she's cute. Ungradable is not a bad thing. Ungradable is you shouldn't be able to talk about this in negatively, especially what it represents in that speech that happened online. The detailing and the work that went into just this little top portion of this outfit. Okay. Representing the Tala Leprosarium is a hospital located in her hometown where every leprosy patient in the entire Luzon was treated. Both Zimba's parents suffered leprosy as well. And we found out that they lost their pa recently through it. And yeah, it's like that homogenic where it's not great. Yeah, I don't know if she was wearing a wig either because, Mama's got that texture hair. So to me, I'm just watching this go down. I'm just like, I'm Mama Powell, low key, the entire time. Like, what? Like, so you're taking us there. The skirt especially really made it even more of a moment. It was the way that she presented it down the runway. I just... As somebody with some good 3C, bitch, I was over here very hyped to see some good some good hair. Okay. Some texture. I like her a lot. She's a little shit stirred, but like this was incredible. It really was. It moved me and I was emotional watching this go down and then having that conversation. I just was like, ooh, girl, all right. Take us there. Okay. We'll go ahead and close out this poll. Wow. There's a reason why nobody plays Borderlands. Thank you, Crash, for the super chat. And to make sure that we give context to these super chats, wait until Q finds out this is her real hair, honey. Thank you, Crash, for the super chat. I can't. I cannot. Can't do it. Zimba Ding 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 is our second queen of the night to not have any chops, next to Yudi Pota, with 62% saying ungradable, 27% saying giving, and 10% saying she's cute. So Yudi Pota and Zimba Ding are the two queens of the night out of 11 that did not get one chop. Let's talk about the viral videos quickly, because I want to talk about Untucked, and I'm already tired. Popstar Benches was fine. It was a little boring, but it was fine. It's fine. I didn't think too much of it. Versex. Johns. You dropped your titty bib. You picked it up. You found possibly not a top. You start dancing next to them with your titty bib. Maxi. I thought this was a spoken word at one point. No shade. I said this was a skit. Girl, what is going on here? This was a spoken word at this point in time, and the lights went out in Georgia. Might as well. Then baby girl started dancing. I said, okay, work. But it was a spoken word at one point. I was like, bitch, what is going on here today? Like, it's like one of those commercials for those apps where it's like a story app, and it's like this 1 minute like trailer of them doing something. It's like you want to find out what happens for the rest of the story. Well, download the app. Gave very that tease, but I did like the dancing. We got to it. Angels, I love you, baby. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I thought it was going to be like that one picture where that very small girl in a white t-shirt and all those other guys in other white shirts were behind her. And it was like, what's happening here? Except this is kind of where we don't know what's going to go down, but no, ma'am. I thought Unipotos was good. It was silly and stupid, and it was kind of like it was very dry, but it was really funny. Like she was in on the bit. She looked ridiculous a little bit, but at the same time, it was like, yeah, it's supposed to be. I thought it was funny with the guys' heads flying behind her while she was dancing. I thought that was one of my favorite ones, to be honest. I thought it was really, really good. I like that one. Kiana's wasn't boring. I mean, the breast bib gave me flashbacks to Dee Delicious foolery, but like, other than that, I enjoyed this. I don't understand where the boring part came in. Like there was a song, there was dancing. It was definitely a lot happening. I don't know about boring. I was just like, okay. I thought Mick Chanel did the best. I thought this was an actual video. Like I could see this on the talk text. I could see it. I thought this was a real thing. I was like, bitch, this actually seemed like, like in the whole dance, it happened, boom, boom. I was like, bitch, okay, so you got played low key this episode. Hi y'all. But like, I thought this was great. I thought this was one of my favorite ones. I thought it was everything. I loved it. The little mushroom packet sauce that she put in a little cup of noodles. I don't know. It was good. Tito Babies was good. Tita Babies was good too. It felt like another video that I could have seen on the apps. I'm like, they may say she a little old bitch, but whatever. She gave something that seemed like it would legit be somewhere. It gave me what in the butt energy, but more, less vulgar. And more, you want to find out who Tita Baby is, and more, you want to do it in my butt. Oh yeah, like none of that. Yeah, that's a better reference. HOTTOGO. That's a better reference. I like the other one funny. But yeah, what in the butt's funnier. I think that's what I would have done for my video. What in the butt you want to do in the butt? Yeah, I would have definitely done something like that. Please. That would have been my prompt. What in the butt you want to do to the what in the butt? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would have definitely been where my mind would have been at. I thought it was good. I was here for Tita Baby. Jay Quinn's. Jiggly had to explain this to me. Jay Quinn thanked Jiggly. She had to explain this to me. Because at first you were running around town. I was like, the fuck is going on here? I was like, where is she going? Why are we going around the street? She in the city. She went to the library. She stopped at the gas station. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And then we get to the hot dogs and the chorizos, and then it turned into everything that can go wrong in the background while holding up sausages and doing this, all of this, right? Was Mama Powell's old picture? Oh yeah, of course I'm going to bring this photo up because Jiggly told me what this was about and explained this whole situation to me. So I was like, okay. So I'm going to tell you, initially didn't care for it. When Jiggly explained it to me and was like, girls out here in the Philippines with certain viral videos, it's like making fun of sex kind of, or like, sort of like being very like, what's the word? I'm like parroting off certain stuff, this and the other. So I was like, oh, okay, I get that. But Zimbadings. We did the Lion King, and then we had a bomb fucking song after that. Her song was everything. Oh, the song was right. Are you releasing the song? Is it available now? Can I get the song? I like the song, please. Can we have the song? I would like the song right now. I'd like the song, please. It's available on IG. Okay. That's not iTunes. I need the iTunes. Would love it. It was a good song. You kind of ate that. Dance was cute too. It actually felt like the assignment. Yeah. Felt like the assignment. For me, Zimbading, Mix Chanel, Tita Baby, Yuri Pota were the most on the money for me, with also Maxi being up there and ones that I kind of liked, where I was like, yes, but it felt like it was kind of long-winded for me. Jay Quinn's was okay. Once I figured out everything, and I was like, okay, I get it now. But I just, initially, I was just like, oh, what the fuck is happening here? Kiana's was long, but it got the job done. For me, you know, Popstar was a little bore. I didn't care for Versex's because I was like, okay, this is interesting. But that's how I felt at the end of it. I was like, oh, right. And John's was dumb. I'm shocked the Omega Queen Omega fucked that up, because I was like, no, no, that was boring. And dance was stupid. I just didn't care for it. Angels, I'm not even putting in the conversation. She's lucky to be safe today too. I mean, her outfit would have probably saved her, but that was crap. All tea. So they send 5 queens to the back. Okay. They're told that they're safe with 6 babies still on stage. They're then told that they're the top queens of the week. Oh, I knew, because of the 2 people in particular that went back there. I knew, bitch. I knew. I was like, oh, girl, they're talking shit. And I was right. They were like, oh, she's going to be in the bottom and she's going to go. I knew it. I was, baby, clock that, clock it. But our tops are all of them. They all got interesting critiques. Some of them, I think that they were a little tough on Unipota a little bit. Not totally, but I think there were some critical moments where I was like, really? I didn't receive that. I also thought that Mix Chanel kind of got the bad end of the stick, to be very honest with you. I didn't really see the whole "are you in your head" bit. I'm not there, so I'm not going to be like the judges don't know what they're talking about. That didn't translate for me as a viewer. I didn't see that. I saw someone who was very much a perfectionist, but I didn't see it as a fault to where we need to have that conversation, because it made it, not to say Jiggly that y'all were saying that, but it did feel okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Yeah, it felt a little bit like that. It felt a little bit harder, a little bit more critical. I didn't understand that. I was like, she got the job done and it came out looking really, really well. I didn't read it as she's overthinking this. I read it as someone who made a video where they knew where they want their edits to be, and they made sure it was pinpointed correctly, so that way it would come out smoother, because it would make more sense. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Mix Chanel. I just was like, huh. Yeah, they gave her the professional edit. I was like, huh? Maybe she got complaints from set production. It's possible. And you know what, Mia, thank you for saying that, because I need to bring this up in just a second. You notice how Kiana got the whole, why do you think Versex and Jay Quinn feel a ways about you? That was prompted by the panel, by the main judge, by the person who was able to see what is going on behind the scenes. That was not it's left up to y'all's devices in your moment. It was very much, I see what's going on backstage, and they seem to be picking at you. Where are you at with that? Now, I wanted that to be said right now, because when we get to Untucked, notice how when someone was called something and they find out that they were called that and they weren't there to defend themselves, they were more mad that they weren't able to defend themselves in that moment, and started to go in on her because she thinks, oh, she made me look bad and the judges think of me as a bad person, when in reality, Mama Pow already clocked you, bitch. And your little dog too, Jay Quinn. Clocked both of you. Dick Dastardly and Muttley clocked both of you. She didn't need you to be there to explain yourself. She literally guided her in the goddamn door. Opened the door and said, I see them doing this. How do you feel about it? And so the first response, Zimba Ding, where I do agree, yes, she should have stopped right there and been done with it. But she said, you know what? Fuck that. I want to say what I feel. And I appreciate it, to be honest with you. Zimba was messy in this moment, and I didn't like it. But I also was like, thank you for bringing it up because it did cause a little bit of drama. But at the same time, you that was bullshit. And it's bullshit because you didn't try to blame it on the person who said it, but then you're the person that then brought it up to where it could have just been a situation that was left on stage and deaded right there. Instead, you wanted to have your own entertainment, and you brought it up later. I'll get there in a second. I clocked all of this. I was like, no. I was like, no. This is getting crazy. I love it, but I don't think so. Now, when we do hear Zimba Ding's story about, their parents and what this outfit means to them, it is a very emotional moment. We find out they lost their father. We find out that it's something they've dealt with, and it's the stigma behind it and how people have treated them. And it was a very touching moment, to say the least. Very, very touching moment. Now, after the judges' deliberation with the top 6, again, we don't know about what's happened in, what's it called? Untucked just yet, but we're just watching this play out as, the regular episode. Mix Chanel, Yuli Pota, and Tita Baby are sent to the back with Maxi, Kiana, and Zimba Ding being in the top. You find out that it's Zimba Ding and Kiana who are in the top 2 and must lip sync for a cash tip of 80,000 pesos. I said, I hope they get an up-tempo number because these are 2 young bitches. They're both young and they were both talking about we can dance and we can do all that. So I was hoping it was an up-tempo number, and we got it. And we got it. Kiana won. As much as I was entertained by all of this, Kiana won. Oh, she won. You want to know why she won? Honey, that phase, while she was performing, that phase, yeah. Zimba was doing a good job, but Kiana, oh, honey, she wanted it bad. That face, Sasha, I'm just going to say it over again, that face. Oh, she was in it. Oh, she wanted it bad. Boots. She said, bitch, I'm about to perform. Zimba was performing now. And I appreciate Zimba Ding for waiting to do her stunts later because Kiana was throwing them out. And I was like, girl, if you weren't giving face, I'd be looking at you crazy. Also, high key, low key, all keys, skeleton key. They both weren't doing the lyrics at one point in time. Both of them. At one point in time, both you hoes stopped doing. Just stop. Just start dancing. I'm listening to the whole song. I'm like, bitch, open your mouth. Both of you did. So I'm putting that on both y'all hoes. Damn, you still were cutting up, but you both stopped at one point in time. Because either you were out of breath, because you were dancing, or you're like, oh. But they both did it. They both. Go back and look. It was a key, but I was like, I would have told them straight up. I thought that was amazing. The next time you need to take a breath and you want to lip sync and you need to open your mouth and while you're dancing, turn around and do that and then come back. Don't be in front of people's faces. They were cutting up though, dancing down, performing the house, but it was Kiana for me. As much as I love Zimba, Kiana was really in it. She was in it. This part right here with the leg switching, I was like, okay. That's not voguing either. The jump split and then the donkey kick out. Oh, okay. The kicks, the splat kaplow. I was like, okay. We got a little something going on here. It was cute. Kiana won the mini challenge and the maxi challenge. How you doing? Kind of reminds you of another leg switching moment that I did before recently in a little lump. It is not easy to do. It is not easy to do. So I just showed you me doing it in my video when I just did my lip sync at the Sophia Crystal Ball. It is not easy to do, especially the swing back. Because like you're adding some momentum to when you're about to land. So it's not like going to be like just a jump and then you're hitting the ground. No, you're switching and you're fully throwing yourself at the floor harder. So like I don't recommend it if you haven't stretched. And I was sore for quite a bit after that double split I did on that Sunday, because bitch, I did not stretch. Please stretch. Now, that's okay. Let's call it. Mama won 100,000 pesos in one episode. She won 20,000 for the mini challenge and 80,000 for the maxi. Kiana, you won 100,000 pesos in one day. You blocked everybody's money blessings. Do you hear me? I can't say the word, but T.S. Masson says it. Step your up. It's time, sweetie. Know your power and know your strength and stop letting people dim your light. Let's get to Untucked because it's getting late and my kids are getting antsy. It's getting late out here. Let's get to Untucked and let's talk about it right now. John, I'm gonna put you to the side. Yeah, I missed the Zoom in. Hold on. I'm gonna put you to the side. I'm gonna put you to the side, John. You over there on the side right now. Because they were low-key gathering you a little bit because you were like, I'm just so happy to be here. And the girls were like, well, I said, don't talk about that no more. Pop star, I'm putting you to the side over here. Angel, I'll call you to the floor later. Not right now, sister. Not right now. So who you think is in the top and who you think is in the bottom? And it was like Udipota and Zembadingas where most of their minds were, well, some of their minds were at. Okay. Who do you think is in the bottom? And I mean without blinking, without taking a step. And you know I wanted to include subtitles here because I need y'all to see what I saw. Okay. Real quickest. And it was like, see, I don't hate Kiana. I swear to God. But her video should land her in the bottom. I am still looking at you and I am gagged that you had any fucking thing to say. I'm still gagged that you had any critique whatsoever. Any of them. In that attire, in that wig. No, ma'am. You low-key wore, nope. Couldn't believe it. Performance-wise, what I didn't like was, I'm like, shut up. Like, what are you talking about? Sis, she filmed for like 10 minutes, but it was still boring. And you had 5 and you looked a plumb fool. How we doing? How we doing? Not Usagi-chan. How we doing today? The fuck? I'm like, From your entrance outfit to the voguing outfit, I know we're not talking about this. We're not doing these things today. No. What's with your humor, sis? Why aren't you funny? And I'm thinking to myself, like, this cannot be the conversation we're having today. This is where it got even crazier for me. Because we were on Kiana's ass for a second. Then Versex started talking about themselves. And this is where I feel like she's talking directly to Minty or someone that also possibly, like Minty, she's had a falling out with. But why do I feel like this is for Minty? Because of how very much we just saw this happen earlier in the day ooh, the girl who don't like me is here, and you wanted to be like giving in front of them, and they low-key cacked you. I don't know if you knew that or not. And then you get over here and you have this conversation about somebody that you say you're not even gonna like talk about. I was like, girl, what the fuck is going on here today? I think my biggest pressure point is that she's talking about that there's a connotation like A, she's a fashion girl and she has no personality, and B, she has no talent, she's just a pretty face. I am Angel. She just wanted to say she's pretty. Would I be a model in New York if I'm not pretty, sis? I'm like, do you know there are a bunch of ugly motherfuckers who are models right now, walking around looking like bricks, but are models, face looking like a whole foot stepped in it, but are beautiful by whatever standards are. There are some people out there looking like, you know, the last branch on a tree that has no life left in it, and they're given jobs and bond jobs. Don't you really need to clock in. Like, because that was one of the dumbest comebacks ever. I was like, girl, what? Like, so you're a model and so you fine now? Talk about I have the most global face. Bitch, I am pop star bench looking at this like, what the fuck is going on here today? Then she gets back to herself. They were just so negative to me. Mind you, this is after she's been dragging someone saying, I don't get her, girl. She gets on my nerves. She's so annoying. Da, 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 da. Like, oh, we don't get you, girl. You're doing the most. You saying all this bullshit, and now you're asking me to have some empathy for you because people were mean to you? Help me, girl. Help us understand this narrative that you drove for your dumbass self today. That you sat over here and said, real fucking monsters, and said, we're going to love you. We're going to like you. After how you basically were stuck up Connor's booty all fucking episode. With your dog, too. With your sidekick. With the sidecar. Okay? With your +1 at TGI Fridays for the 2 for $25 meal. Chili's if you're feeling nasty. You wanted that appetizer, didn't you, that you could share? You wanted the 2 meals that were only 5 options that are pieces of shit. You wanted that dumbass dessert that they give you with the drinks not included for your 20th. Girl, boo. And you want me to feel sorry for your punk ass. Get the fuck out of here. I was like, bitch, this is strange to me. They were calling me skinny and I feel people getting bullied. I get all that. And I get the whole sense of people feeling like they're not that girl because someone made them feel some kind of way. I have been there. Trust me. I got people that come up into my chats all the time telling me about myself because they don't like me or whatever, this, that, and the other. Like, those are more than likely children. You know how this goes. Okay? But like, you dead ass look into the camera and tell someone to go fuck off without even saying their name and to stay in their lane while you have over here, yes, sis, shut up. Like, you really look dumb. They better send you home soon. No shade. You given we're not going to be here that long. I'm sorry, Jay. It's given I'm not going to be here that long. It's given I don't have my own shit going on. It's really giving that. It's giving that. Yeah, I don't got my own shit going on. I really don't. That's what's given. If her sex goes home before you, how are you going to cope? What are you going to do? Your entire personality within the first hour and 15 minutes of this one episode, I have clocked in on. My sis, clearly. I'm Angel in this moment. Well, there she goes. She said her piece. I said, oh shit, Angel is clocking. Now we about to get funny. But then this is how I feel like it was meant to. This is why I think it's meant to. Let's not name the bitch. She doesn't deserve it, right? And then they do this like big high five. Girl, Minty, if this is about you, can you imagine this girl dragging you in this windbreaker? With this wig, on this couch? Saying you're not worth it? Even if it's not Minty and it's somebody else, so you have another person you have beef with? I don't know. I just was like, girl, to the whole bit of it. Angel, look at John and Popstar. I know they were getting their life. Angel is fucking funny. Angel is so funny. That's what all you came here for, right? To tell them off on national television, right? That's what you did. This little bitch Angel is clocking her. I was like, yo. And so you came for a title too? Okay, sure. Let's give her sex the title. Yo, like, look at John. John is me back here. Just it, it is her tone. It's the way she's saying it. Her voice is not raised. She's just nonchalantly, oh, okay, girl. Is that what you're here for? You got to say everything you want to. Like, literally, imagine being those three. You need to really think about this, y'all. Those three sitting on the couch when Versex just told Kiana she's doing the most, and you sat back here in Untucked and gave somebody who is not on TV, who made you feel some kind of way, when you said that you've built yourself up, girl, and you've done all this and the other. Obviously not, because you had to spend time in Untucked that you took away from your sisters and getting to know them and talking about the show to talk about something outside of the fucking show. Almost to give us like a reason for why you're so tough. While your Muttley sat next to you, dumbass. I thought this was so crazy to me. So I'm here for Angel going, well, girl, did you get it out? You got it out? You got to say what you got to say? And then look at her being mad while Jay can't even help but laugh at the situation because Angel is reading her. What do you mean? And she thought that was, you know what I'm saying? She thought that was Kiana. Angel's not Kiana. Angel's not Kiana. Pop star. Angel is not Kiana. Okay. She said, girl, don't come at me. I'm just telling you what I'm talking about. I'm not against you and what you're doing. But you literally just said all this and you made a whole moment about it. So what are we talking about? You're trying to mess with my fantasy when I'm not messing with yours, is what, like, I'm looking at her like, you sound really stupid when you just told someone you're doing the most. Is that not messing with someone's fantasy and how they feel and how they're moving and acting and are themselves by telling them to change because you don't like how they're operating and it's making you feel a ways? So you're telling them to stop whatever they feel their fantasy is while your fantasy is getting back at everyone that made you feel some kind of way. Are you not in the room with us? See, I can't be there because if I was, this would not have gone on that long. She'd be mad at me. I wouldn't let this roll. We'd be arguing. There'd be a lot of swearing. I get her and her little dog too. I get them both. Because I've been talking for quite some time. I know I have said quite a few things. As a reminder, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, or company, individual wigs. These are solely my personal views and do not affect the opinions of everybody on the planet. Do not send hate to anybody that we talk about on this show, and grab your libations and strap in because you know we've been here for almost 3 hours. If you're in the Philippines, make some noise. I think it's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon almost for y'all. It's almost midnight for me over here. Or maybe it's almost 1 o'clock. I don't know. Either way, glad to do these late night lives with you where it's morning time for y'all. Angel's an idiot. It means we're giving you what you want. Like, girl, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You want to say something and prove something on national TV? Cacking her. Cack her again. Then go ahead. Do it. We'll let you. Angel, you were dragging her. And as much as y'all were like kikiing after this, sister, you low-key ate her up just like that. And it was her putting the food down. Click. What do you mean I'm messing with you? Like, girl, who you getting buck with? Angel. I love it. Mina, I'm working. Give me a minute. Hi, Big Mom. Hello. Mina. Hi, big lady. Hello. I know it's late. I'm sharp. Hi. I know. I'm so sorry, big girl. I am. I know. Say hi to Mina, everybody. All right, there you go. I will get back to you. I'm almost done with Untucked. I'm so sorry. My cats are like, girl, this is our time. This is the bedtime. This is the bed. This is our bedtime because they like we all hop in bed at this point in time. Like at night. This is around the time I get in bed. My kids get in the bed with me. Mama gets in the window because he likes to sit in the window and be like, all up in the window and shit. And then Mina just curls up like directly on top of me. And then Mama will follow and get on my side later. That's why I'm like, oh, we don't need to move right now because my kids are just so acclimated. We have a routine. Either way, back to this. Sorry. I love my kids. And when I say my kids, I mean my cats because they're my kids. So we started to rumble, and I guess you couldn't take the power of a trans. Angel's butter. They played about it later and was like, girl, we can play. But then this is so foretelling, right? There's no such thing. We're all good here. We won't fight, right? Just trying to make it fun. Yeah, totally. The top queens come in and they decide not to tell them that they were in the top so that way they could get some truth out of them. And then one by one, they ask questions like, who do they think was going to win? Who do they think was going to be in the bottom? Angel started with Kiana and the whole, I don't think it's going to be you. Now, do you notice the difference in how hers came out compared to others? It was light. I just don't think you did well. Okay. Angel, it was light. That's why I can't hold her the same way I hold the other two. It didn't come off. It just was like, girl, I just didn't like it. That was my thing. So, okay. Okay. Then that's when Versex jumped in and Jay Quinn. Yeah, girl. It was that, yeah, girl. Jay Quinn was going like, yeah, it was just really boring to me. And then, Kiana's like, well, I thought yours was boring. And look at you. 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 Flying high, bitch. But I'm here. I'm safe. Oh, you thought you got her. Ooh. Ooh, you thought you got her. You saw how Versex was like, oh, Jay Quinn's got by. Ooh, you taught her well. Didn't teach her well enough. Both you don't know shit. How about that? You really thought you got her. I thought that was funny. This was hilarious to me. You thought you ate that, didn't you? Thought you got her good. Woo, got her real good. Then you had the nerve to say, girl, you make it so hard to like you. I have to tell you. I thought you were talking about yourself in this moment, to be very honest. Not Kiana. I think we're all having the opposite effect in this matter. God, the way this turn around, everybody's actually looking at you like the asshole that you're being right now. Turn around, following Versex's opinions about everything isn't always the best. I don't know if everybody else don't like that girl because other people have had things to say, but y'all are clearly the loudest, and that's the issue. So now we're going to look at you. Maybe everyone else had figured out we don't need to really voice his opinions. We find her a little bit annoying, but not to the effect to where we need to talk about it as intensely as you do. That's the difference. Everyone else can find her annoying, but y'all are going in. You are making it a big deal. It is now the point of the matter that every time that girl feels herself, meanwhile, Tita Baby, like, girl, these young hoes can do all this. I'm just gonna drink my fucking juice and just sit here and mind my business. I'm here for the money. I'm here for the crown. I'm here for this bullshit. And that's why I said an auntie was needed this season. Then Jay Quinn, and I'm talking about, bitch, you could have told me you were the fantasy. Okay, unclockable, untouchable, that girl, highly booked. You could have told me you were on the list for the lead. Okay, you were literally the host of the. You could have told me all of that. By the way you were talking to people today, you were clearly out there with those six the way you were talking today. Do you know she had the nerve to say, well, isn't it really telling that, you know, if you were safe, but all the safe girls think you're in the bottom, then that should be like actually what the. No, it doesn't, dummy, because we're looking at the judges, not you. You ain't the one speaking. You're not the one that's actually grading these people. This isn't dragged in. Now, Udipota, I'm so sorry you had to hear a 5 coming at you like that. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Girl, who are you fucking talking? Like, Udipota was really looking like, huh? Like, what are you talking about? I did the assignment. I love how Zimbading was like, actually, I think Udipota should be the one to say this, but we're actually in the top. Well, you said it, sweetie. So how can she say it if you said it? That's when Yuta was like, I think it's really telling how y'all are acting right now and talking about other girls in these situations. And we're the ones that are actually in the top. I did exactly what was asked of me to do for the assignment. We know what the TikTok points is. And then someone's like, well, yeah, it was very you. And she's like, that was the point. Because it was that you try to cack me and I cacked your ass back. Now you know I'm in the top. And then you're like, oh, well, it was very for you. Oh, no, bitch. Honey. Yeah. I love you. Because she was like, please, like, y'all over here trying to read and shit. Bitch, y'all over here safe because you weren't good. We're in the top because we were the best. Now what? We get back to Kahana, and they're like, we still want to hear your opinions, fight back. It just didn't make any sense to me. Angel now really setting it in like, oh, bitch, hold on. If they're in the top and we're safe, does that mean we have to lip sync tonight? Like, all this chaos is going on. Angels is in thought like, girl, what's going on here? So then Zimbading being the Sheree Whitfield, and that was no shade to Dragden. I'm just referring to her being in a position on the show where she was near Manila doing the hair and shit like that, where she could have felt like, okay, I'm a part of this. Hello, you know what I'm saying? Where she's more of in line to have an air or attitude or a say in things because she's working with the main host versus someone who's competing. But here you are having these conversations, and we've seen Poot, and Pooter come out for your look so far while you're trying to read somebody. But back to Zimbading carrying around a bone. Yeah, weren't you talking about Kiana? Weren't you talking about her? Weren't you talking about her? I'm like, go, this is crazy. That was me. This is crazy. Like, weren't you saying something? Oh, it's fine, dear. No, it isn't. You were trying to play it off. You were upset. It's okay, baby. I'm here for Udipota. Let's just see who's really the ones that come out successful. I said, oh, because y'all are safe. Maxi wanted Kiana to stand up for herself. Babe, why don't you talk about it? Come sit. There's nothing new to it. Like, just have this conversation. Because Zimbading volunteered the conversation of her saying that they were insecure. And I thought that was ridiculous that you were the one to say it. But I also think that Kiana was never going to say it because she was too scared to say it to their faces, low key. And as much as I like Kiana and I want to have her back, she was too scared to say it to their face. She was. And Zimbading carried that bone. And she wanted to see it happen. And y'all are trying to get, like, you cannot force that strength to react or, defend yourself on somebody who's not used to confrontation like that. And so when they did that shit to her, it's like, that I'm not all right with, but I get it because it is TV, and I'm with it. I'm with it. But like, you didn't know the situation at the time, and that wasn't really what you should have done. And that should have been something that more so got addressed to her. Like, you're going to have to bring that up because they're going to mention it probably later and it's going to be a gag. So, yeah. So when it was brought out, and again, to emphasize this, it's not that Kiana was like, I just want to say that Jay Quinn and Versex are insecure and they're jealous of me. No. Mama Pouse, why are they talking you crazy and saying this about you, that you're doing the most? What do you think that comes from? She didn't want to really answer it. She said it is what it is. But in reality, I think that they're insecure. Did that sound horrible? Did that really sound horrible? That didn't sound horrible to me. Versex talking about, what you say, bitch? Come again? To hear the word insecure hit you so hard the way it did and the way that you reacted. Why the fuck would I be insecure with you? Who the fuck do you think you are, babe? In a windbreaker. Wig's not brushed. Makeup's not giving. Right? You're so annoying. Like, you ask everyone here, babe. So now you want her to know. Reminder, you've been telling her she's been doing the most all day. All day. All day. You even dragged her while y'all were getting your makeup done and said, no, don't cry. That's not what that's about. You then proceeded to talk about her when she wasn't there again. Like, y'all were a group of 5. And you made a whole thing about her where you talked about her. You then went on a whole speech about people being mean to you. And you asked us for sympathy and empathy, or at least to get an understanding that you're a stronger bitch now. Work, mother. So your strong ass is telling me that you find out that this 22-year-old, not too far around the corner from you, called you insecure. And it cacked you that hard to where you need to have this response in a dusty wig that's not been brushed and an ugly green windbreaker? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here with that. Girl, I was like, what? How dare you? How dare you? Bitch, it's been how dare you from the day you opened your mouth and said, on this show. The moment Kiana walked in the room. You're fucking crazy. Like, no shade, a little bit deep in the dive, toe in the water. This is nuts. Your fucking basic outfit, you said that in that jacket and that wig and that lip. You said you said that? Hell, let's go put on the other outfit while we talking about it. Not even this windbreaker, girl. Let's talk about the other outfit that you wore compared to her. And you want to have this conversation about basic. It is giving insecure. And Udipota said it right then and there. It's giving emotional damage. A hit dog will holler and you are bow wowing. Bow wowing. Carlotta, hi baby. Quietly watching while working. Just want to say I'm good with having this live earlier so Matt and the others can get enough sleep. I think around 8:45 is fine with us at the Philippines. Yeah, if I did go live at 8:45 in the morning, it would be like 9 o'clock in the evening for y'all. And I'm going to tell you right now, I love sleep right now, Carlotta. So I will do a late night show for y'all having the morning shows. Okay? I'm just going to be real with you. Because when I'm at 8 o'clock in the morning, I want my coffee, I want my cartoons, and I want to enjoy the coldest part of my AC while I get into all the things I have to get into. It's like my email reading time. It's my catch up on girl world time. I have a thing about my morning rituals. My coffee, that kind of stuff. 8:45 in Manila. Oh, in Manila. So you mean, I guess I'd start like an hour early. Yeah, like an hour earlier than what I did today. Okay. I can see that. I know, I'm catching up. This is where Maxi comes to Kiana's defense. So I don't think it was personal. It's her also going, this is on you too. Why did you have to remind us? See, this is why I told you I like pop star. Hey, Brigadine, tell your drag daughter to chill out. Girl, I'm not stirring it. I'm not. You're stirring it, baby. And I can't believe you blamed her for that too. It's like, bitch, but that you didn't say that. You just received her tea and wanted to tell it. So what are you talking about? This, I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying what you did. What the fuck? Are you for real? Goofy. Ba-da-ba-ba-doo-bop, goof troop looking ass. Are you for real? So now you're mad. Wait, I'm so sorry. You're not attacking her, and you just called her basic. You said, who do you think you are compared to me? Compared to me, who do you think you are? Look at you. Mind you, you've been doing it all day. And now you're just, you're reacting to what she said about you when you've been reading her all day. This is ridiculous. I was over it for sex. I was over it. I was like, wow, what in the Amber Lynn Reid is happening here with this gaslighting? What is going on? It wasn't personal, but why was it said? Because Mama Pao asked her how she felt because she saw that you two were acting a fool. Then she starts to cry again. And I'm here for Maxi, like it's normal to fight with each other. We're kidding, because again, different places for folks, you know, where everyone acts a little bit differently and how they respond with each other. But then this is how you are in your confessionals. You used my name and said something about me. Now you're crying and acting nice. You're going to do the same thing in 5 seconds. What are you talking about? And then as far as using your name, it was not as deep as you're making it out to be. But clearly that word insecure hits hard. You know, Kiana's not used to the fighting. Totally received that. And it just, a lot of things have piled up on top of them, calling them basic. You are basically trying to make them feel like shit. Isn't it weird how this is their way of looking at this? Now look at who's in the corner. Dick Dastardly Muttley's dumbass. So if anyone tries to tarnish my confidence, I'm going to fight you back, whoever you are, sis. T, you've been doing it to her all day. You've been doing it to her all day. All day. And now it's you, and then you're like, oh, she's trying to claim victim. Honey, you've been dogging her all day. How are you not aware of your own situation? Can you not see past that forehead? What's going on? This is insanity. I was like, yo, this is crazy. You know, Beauty Poda brings up, I think it's because she's from a different province and they keep on picking at her, and it's like it's been like this the entire time. That's Udapota's observation. I think this has become a topic online too about that. It's just really weird. To me, I'm too old for this shit. So like when that kind of when this happens, it's like you have literally seen me pop off on, like, say, a friend of mine on the panel, and then I'm going to come back the following week or so and have a conversation about it, because I then got to go to my friend to be like, I was out of line, wasn't I? Can you tell me about myself real quick? Because I couldn't see me, friend, and I thought I was right, but obviously that's not what happened. And maybe I need another perspective out of this. You don't have a friend like that for sex in your life, and it may be because of just how you operate and act, and everybody else is the problem, but not you. That's what it's starting to feel like. It feels like everybody else is the issue, not you, but you do that to them. We're not the problem. It's you, bitch. It feels like that actually needs to flip it and reverse it, Missy Elliott, on you. You're the one talking about beef that you have with somebody that's not even on this season. You're the one having a conversation with the camera in Untucked about people talking about you and how you're proving them all wrong. And fuck you, bitch. Let me look to the camera right now. That's you, girl. You are insecure. And she clocked you at 22 and you're gagged and you can't handle it. And now you've been throwing it on her ever since. And you know how we know you're insecure? Because when she was getting the shine, you had to shut it down. When she's out there doing her own thing, she may be a little bit loud. She may be saying some things, this and the other. You made sure to clock her in, reel her back in. I never once received that from Kiana. Not yet. Maybe that's the editing. Maybe that's the story they don't want to tell. I don't know. The story they're telling us, though, is that you're a bitch. Not in a good way. That's the unfortunate part for her. Girl, Simba Ding is so dope. Girl, this bitch, Simba. It was just the way to get cleared up here instead of out on the stage. Fake. That is so fake. Shut up. That is so fake. That is so fake. That was so fake. What are you talking about? That wasn't your place to do that, though. That wasn't your place to do that. I just did it here so we could do it, not do nothing. That wasn't your place. You weren't even being talked to in that moment. That's almost, girl, what are you talking about? Imagine you're about to tell the whole story that you have about your outfit, and then someone over here goes, well, this is what Zimba Ding was saying up there, and how she's talking about her family, and then Zimba's trying to speak. No, I got it. And then when she did this, y'all, you had to see how emotional she, like that was not your story. That was not your moment. You carried that bone and caused all this. High key. And Udipota, your ass. Thank you. But also, girl, I think you should tone that down because that wasn't your place to do all that. And look at what happened. I said, all right. Everybody's clocked in, but John and a couple other people in Untucked right now. John is some folks are reacting. The majority of the girls were clocked in. This is my Untucked. This is what I need. Now all of a sudden, and Kiana, you didn't even need to sit down next to her and apologize. If anything, that shows some maturity from your 22-year-old ass. It wouldn't have been me, bitch. I've been on the other side of that room listening to her pout. Oh, people were mean to me. Fuck you. You were talking about me the whole episode. Oh, I don't feel bad for you. I'll feel bad for you later. Not right now. Not in this moment. I'm hot. It's going to take me a second to cool down. My Gemini moon and Virgo rising would not. I'm a Libra, bitch. We're about what's fair, what is being fair. Okay, we like to balance things out. My Virgo rising would have been like, fuck this. My Gemini moon would have been like, get her. While my Libra's like, you guys, we're just trying to fill this out. So you have to understand, my zodiac sign is like always in conflict. My zodiacs are always in conflict because my main zodiac doesn't like conflict. My Virgo is about standing on business, and my Gemini is about messing it up. So like, she better than me because this lady literally turned this around on you. Insanity. She turned it around and made it about her with her friends and them falling out. And then for you to say that I'm insecure, I just couldn't believe it when I'm not there to, and then you said in front of the judges, when I'm not there to explain myself, ding, 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 ding. Kiana, that should have been it right there for you. That should have been right there. She tried to give a bullshit ass reason for why she's been so mean to you and why all of this came out with her going, yelling at you, calling you insecure. And it really is about you being able to say what you felt about those two to the judges and them not being there to say something really funny or witty back or to make you look like the bad person. Because you know what they would have done? They would have been like, everybody here has been saying that. Everybody speak up. I'm not the only one. You're not going to make us feel like the bad people because we're the ones saying it. That's exactly what this was. No, you don't even need to say that. That's exactly what you did. And when you said this here, when I'm not there to explain myself, explain why would you do that? What? For this whole day? Kiana explains herself. It really hurts when you say I'm a flop and I'm like, this, that, and the other, and basic and shit. And do you know that bitch had the nerve, sorry to say that, but I was really over it, like had the nerve to say, when we're telling you those things, you shouldn't take it that way. You don't need to act like that. What? You just sat here and told her to feel your pain and that what you did was so wrong. And how could you do me like that? To then when she then turns and tells you why she was upset, to say that you were insecure, to then tell her, well, you don't need to act like that with us. That's not how you should be. Who the fuck? I had to put this up. That's why the subtitles were here. I couldn't do it. stop speaking. For me, I'm just I'll help you out. I wanted Versex to know that I'm their sister, and they didn't like you, so I didn't like you ×2. And then when they would say something about you, I wanted to make sure that they knew I supported them. I'm going to say it ×2. So that's what I'm justifying. Because, like, I'm going to tell you that when I was joking with you, you would get defensive. And that would make me feel like, oh, she's doing the most. Huh? Nick Chanel, you had said something to defend the girls, which I'm not knocking because I do believe that there are both sides of the story. I'm telling you what I saw on my TV screen. I don't have anything to give them. I'm sorry. It seemed like a whole lot of off-camera banter as far as everybody else feeling some kind of way about her. And it doesn't make it better that you have on multiple occasions, for sex especially, made sure to let her know that everybody's talking about you. You have. In different words the first time and directly this time in Untucked. You made sure of it. I need y'all also to be very clear that Kiana dealt with this prior to going out on stage and lip syncing. And Zimbading, Zimbading over there. Mamu, don't do that. You scared me. He was rubbing on my leg. And Zimbading, gaslight Mary, run a bone across the street. I ain't the one to gossip, but you ain't heard it from me. Ding over there. Had to lip sync after that. If anything, I'm gonna tell you this, Kiana, it sounds like all this bullshit you had to deal with gave you some fucking energy and put a battery in your back. And that you were very much, when you found out you were in the top 2, said, I'm gonna show these hoes what's up. I'm gonna show them what's up, regardless of all of this. I thought this was really weird how Versex, I don't want to fight with anyone this season, and I want her to look at me as a big sister. You're going about it all wrong. I'm going about it all wrong. I'm not from where these babies are at, so I don't know what the difference is from different, backgrounds of areas where everyone lives. And, CDO girls compared to the Manila girls, like the big city girls, the country girls. I know that we have that sort of way of things out here, even in the States too. Sometimes that same effect, like, oh, your accent's funny, or you talk like this, blah, blah, blah. I get that. But like what I saw on this program was, I'm not going to use the B term to describe them, but it did seem like y'all really had a bone with her the entire episode. And then when you got called one thing, you flipped it on her and then made her to be the villain. And I thought that was strange and not okay. And I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. So yeah, like, not a good first impression of these two. Dick Dastardly and Muttley have pissed me off, to be very real with you. Is Versex entertaining in a sense? Yes. Is Jay Quinn entertaining in a sense? No. But like, we shall see. Who knows what will happen on episode 2? I may do a complete 180. It has happened before. Oh, yes. It has happened before with this show and with other shows. I might be completely surprised and humbled next episode. Might be. Maybe. Doubt it. But all in all, do you know we've been talking for almost 3.5 hours? That is how you know you got a good episode. That's how you know it's a good show. That's when you know it's right. Y'all know I'm a talker. When it's long, we have these conversations, we do our polls, this and the other. But like, if I can go on and talk about a show that's an hour and 15 minutes for this long, it's a good show. I can break it down. I can bring up allegedly, I can turn into situations. We can start to speculate and give. That is what I need from reality TV. That's what I need from a competition series. We need to talk about it. We need to come to our own conclusions. We need to debate with each other, not argue, debate. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with this. Okay, then, but we heard each other. And that's what shows are supposed to do. It brings people to the table to then talk about said show. To then when we go see the next episode and we bring it back here again. And that's what we're going to do For me, every Thursday evening and every Friday morning for y'all, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have that kind of conversation where we're going to dive on in and break down the episode from the main run to Untucked. And I'll give you my personal opinions on things. Again, I say this one more time before I walk out this bitch. It's the program for entertainment purposes. They're just my opinions, I promise you. And do not send hate to nobody, Versex, J. Quinn, anybody that we talked about today. I am simply keeping it here, talking about a TV show. We have a good one. Yeah, I have high hopes. I made sure to tell Jiggly today, I was like, girl, I think this is going to be another good one. I said, last season it was an interesting ride and I enjoyed it very, very much. And I, third time's always the charm. Sometimes it's not. Ask Drag Race Down Under. Telling the truth there. But I think they got a good they got something good going on here. I pray. We keep this momentum going. But yeah, ask Spania. You show right, Sasha. Bring it back. So Spania and Down Under can talk about it. I pray it keeps this momentum going. I pray we get some more dynamics. I pray some of these girls that are maybe a little bit background teased get a little bit more upfront, close and personal. We get to know a little bit more about them. I'm here for every bit of it, from the Versex all the way to the Kianas, wherever you want to call it, from the highest of the highest, the lowest of lows. It's a great episode. Highly recommended. And yes, guess what, everybody? First episode and Untucked is on YouTube. So if you don't have Wow Presents Plus yet, make sure you watch it on YouTube and then get your Wow Presents Plus membership. I'm not an affiliate of Wow Presents, by the way, but I will be probably more than likely sent my application, did everything for the affiliate program for Paramount Plus coming up for Global soon. So I will talk to you more in details about that when I get more information. Maybe I'll get an email tomorrow. But when we talk about it, I'll tell you about the whole affiliate program and what you can do to help your boy as a part of being part of the affiliate program as far as Paramount Plus is concerned with Global All-Stars. So as a reminder, Global All-Stars does not start this upcoming Sunday, but the following Sunday, I believe, for me, because it's 7 days, I think, or Saturday. It's either Saturday or Sunday. Covering it on this channel as well. Those will be live reviews too. Just as a reminder, Drag Race Philippines, it will be Thursday evenings, every Thursday evening here on my channel. Friday morning in the Philippines. Mama, hate my babies. But yeah, yes, had a good time today. Do not send hate to any of the people I talked about today. I felt a little bit bad that I kind of went in a couple times on them two big-headed hoes that were talking about Kiana. Like low-key, I feel a little bit bad about it because I don't hate them at all. I just do not like what they did on this episode and how they were operating and acting and the way that they gaslit and turned that around on her and Untucked. I hated all of that. All of it. But I lived and breathed for the drama. I lived and breathed for the runways and the references. I enjoyed this episode thoroughly. No one went home, but next week. Who do you think is going home? Oh, that'd be so messy to ask. Okay, I'm going to ask it. In the comment section, talk about this episode after this live is done. Go to the comment section and leave a comment because YouTube loves that. Thoughts on the episode, highs and lows. Who are you rooting for, and who do you think is going to go home first? It's a messy question, but who you're rooting for, and who do you think is going to go home first? Either way, had a good time today. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button before you walk out the door. Like I said, the comment section. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, it's a little late right now, so I'm probably not going to order anything, but maybe buy me breakfast. PayPal.me for MattyRants. Cash App $sign MattyRants. Venmo Matty just it's not going the right way. There we go. PayPal.me for MattyRants. Cash App $sign MattyRants. Venmo MattyRants if you want to, if necessary. I'll be doing Canada's Drag Race versus the World on Saturday, early afternoon. So tune in for that. I don't believe there will be a panel this Sunday, but I'll be posting some videos of my footage of the Crystal Ball and some other drag footage I've been meaning to put together. And then there's mine. And then there'll be more stuff. Just be on the lookout. I'll post the schedule. I love y'all down. Appreciate you. I'm tired. I'm just rambling now. It's time to go. It is really time to go. Okay, I'm gone. He's not waiting for it to be the 3:30 marker. Maybe I am. Maybe I just like the evens of the zeros and the fives. Five's not an even number, Maddie. You know what I mean. What am I doing here today? Okay, goodbye, everybody. Good night. Wow.
Listen.
Yeah.